All right. There we go. How's everyone doing? Check. Yep, there we go. Enough, not artifacting. Hi, all. Just came from Continued Freedom. Nice. I don't know if I know who Continued Freedom is. I should probably check them out. How y'all doing? I had to, unfortunately, sorry guys, I'm late. I was going to go over a couple things beforehand, but I think what I'm going to have to do is just kind of come in. I'll hang out with you guys for a bit, for about 10 minutes. Then I'll have to kind of turn the stream dark. It'll still be going. And then I'm going to hop on with Lady Luck, and I'm going to do a couple behind-the-scenes things with her. My mic does blow out? Yeah. Okay, so I see. It's on the gain end of this. It's very sensitive on this interface. It's because it's a condenser mic. That's why I really don't like condenser mics at all. But, yep. So it can always clip. Even though I have I've got several compressors running. And it'll still clip on this end because it's, I'm clipping the interface itself. I can't stand condenser microphones, really. I bet I'm a lot quieter, aren't I? I'll, bump it up on this end. Here. There we go. That's probably better. Yeah. Oh, that actually, the DAW. So that probably doesn't matter as much. Yep. Alrighty. Cool. There we go. Yep, we'll be on LLC. I'll be streaming here, too. I'm going to be sending you guys on over there, though, to support her. So, if you're not subscribed to her, you got to go subscribe to her for sure. I'll have her live stream linked. When it... Oh, right, I got a new fluff video to watch. Let's see. She's busted? Oh. I'll have to... Apparently Hazan's made a big old stinky mistake. We're going to find out. Let's see. Where it... Oh, I got all this. I just got that wide open. I don't need showing that. This is what I was... Yeah, this is what... Let's see. Okay. I think that's all good. Okay. I gotta now to find it. Sorry guys, I'm doing a little bit of still setting up. Wife's having a little bit of a flare up today and whatnot, so we had to get Taco Bell. Now I didn't have to get a soda, but I did want one. I was like, if I'm gonna get Taco Bell, I'm at least gonna have a soda. I haven't had a soda in 2 weeks, so decided to splurge. Just let's see. Got that now. Got that. And Lord, how does she have so many upcoming streams? How in the world does she have so many scheduled out? Wild. And it's always 2 of each, though. That's what's weird. Why 2 of each stream? I'm really confused as to why that's going on like that. I wonder if she knows that. Oh, I drink me some Dr. Pepper. I'm a down the middle road man here, when it comes to sodas. No, I like, I'm not picky, though. For the most part, any dark soda works. Pepsi, it's good. Coke, it's good. Dr. Pepper. Every now and then I'll get a Mountain Dew, Sierra Mist, Sprite. I mean, I never really was picky about my sodas for the most part. Just I definitely prefer Dr. Pepper, Coke or Pepsi though. Those are my three go-tos. If those are there, I'm just good. Um, yeah, what am I supposed to link? Guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll go ahead. I'll just link this one right here. There we go. Little weird. So are you streaming with yeah, I'll be streaming with her on the channel. I'm gonna keep her right here. Boom. And hand. There we go. Go subscribe to Lady Luck there. There's the link to her live stream. Cherokee Chick 64 I am says for $5 says blessings to all. Hope your wife feels better. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's how would I put it? She tried going back to the gym, and she ain't quite ready to do that yet. So that caused a POTS flare up, and it sucks. It feels like she's gonna pass out, stuff like that, and you know that's what ends up happening with her autoimmune kind of issues. It kind of developed into POTS as well, or gave her a lot of the symptoms of POTS due to the stress and whatnot. And she's finally not been having flare-ups for a while, and was feeling good, but got just a little too antsy and a little too ready to start going to the gym again, and it was just a little too soon. Wait, what? A horizontal and vertical live? How do you do that? What? That's how I've been seeing people do those, like, shorts lives. Oh my gosh, if I were doing shorts live, like, oh, well, it's not shorts, but the shorts format. You can scroll and you'll find something like that. That is wild. How would I set a stream up for that? That's fascinating. I need to figure them out. Yeah, Jay-Wit does do them, doesn't he? That is interesting. So vertical is like if you're in the YouTube shorts, sometimes you'll come upon someone that's live. And I'll show you actually. I bet I can find one. I'll just go to shorts on my phone. I'll show you. I probably ought to turn these down. Oh, and Hyphonics. Have y'all ever watched Hyphonics? You see this bald dude? That dude is probably one of the funniest guys on the internet. Everybody should go watch his video. I bet you all probably know who he is. He's got millions of subscribers, I think. Oh, no, just 1.53 million. But still, that's a lot of subscribers. Nothing to scoff at, but I for some reason thought he had like 7 or 8 million. He deserves 7 or 8 million like right now, that's for sure. Dude's so funny. He goes on Omegle, and he jump scares people, and he's so good at it. And sometimes he'll, like, if people are, like, being rude or something, he'll do a humbling one, like, where a girl will be like, "Oh, you're kind of cute," and then he'll come up behind him and be like, "Oh, you really thought she meant that?" And kind of, just mess with them. It's really funny. He's a really, really, really funny creator. Okay, let's see if I can find a live. So, like, you could scroll through, like, oh, I'm not showing that, never mind. Like, oh, here's a good example. Like, there's a short like this. So you could scroll through them. And eventually, gosh. It's not one to do it right now. It's usually like one every like 7 or 8 people it'll be live. Oh, here we go. Here's a live person. So then it comes up like this. All the see-through stuff, by the way, guys, is because they're running on green grass and stuff. But see that person? So they're live right now. This is their live stream. And then you could click down there to go to their actual live stream, I guess. What happens if I do watch live? Oh, yeah. It goes right into their chat and whatnot. Okay. So this is what vertical looks like. Although I guess in all fairness, it doesn't look very vertical, guys, does it? There we go. How's that? See? Vertical. So, I get it's like that, and yeah. Like, y'all watch Anatoly? That's a lot, and he can outlift anybody. The dude's so strong, and he humbles the crap out of them because they can't even pick up the weights this dude can do. It's hilarious. If they're being jerks, in the gym, it's a good humbling channel. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. So, real quick, I'm gonna be going into this soon. Gonna have to meet up in her StreamYards. And yeah. Oh, you watch on your TV? Yeah, you'll never have to worry about. Oh, do they do shorts on on the TV now? Huh. ARP's a solid dude. Wait, who's ARP? Who's ARP? Am I thinking of Anatoly? I just call him Anatoly. Is that who we're talking about? Oh, this dude's got like 1 million followers because people think they're following Anatoly and it's not even him. Gotta love when they do that. Dang. Alrighty. Try and also force down some Taco Bell before I get on with the live stream and whatnot. ARP sounds like a ARP sounds like a health insurance plan or whatever it is, like AARP. Yeah, that thing. AARP, the abbreviation of our ancestors. No, okay, I'm not gonna be mean. I'm gonna be there too one day, Go mark the absolute crap out of it. Tastes good, but I hate eating baked garbage. I really do. Oh, goes on ARP. A Righteous Perspective, is that them? Okay. Righteous, look them up. Righteous Perspective. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Heck yeah. I appreciate the info on always willing to check out some new fun stuff. Del Taco is much better than Taco Bell. I actually do not like Del Taco. I know Del Taco is way different today than it was back whenever I went there. Because I haven't eaten Taco Bell in a Del Taco since I went to California in 2013. That was the last time I had Del Taco. And it was only a one-time experience. We have a Del Taco in Tulsa now, but I just didn't want to go back. What I really like, better than any other fast food place, everyone's going to think I'm crazy, but it is White Castle. I love White Castle. Closest one to me is St. Louis, Missouri. So, yeah. El Pollo Loco? Heck yeah. El Pollo Loco! He couldn't say it. That's you remember Chris Tucker in Rush Hour? He couldn't say that line. If y'all ever watched the bloopers of that, that's like the funniest thing ever. Is the bloopers to uh Rush Hour, any of the Rush Hours actually, Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3. Hmm. Hey, here. Oh, I still have the fart doorbell activated downstairs. I just heard it go off. Uh, Hello, Bishop. Who's there? I think he finally realized that someone was at the door. It's funny. Used to get 6. So sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna kind of go over this. This is a little bit weird. I'm sure we'll go over it on Lady Luck, but I mainly kind of wanted to tell you guys. So when it comes to like super chats or anything like that, I'm gonna save them all for the end of the show. And if somebody comes in here and like is wondering why I'm not acknowledging them, just go ahead and let them know that. I would really appreciate that because I'm gonna mainly be focusing on Lady Luck's stream, and I think it would probably be rude to interrupt her with like super chats from my channel. And I don't know, and maybe she has a different thing going on, but I figured I'd just kind of save them to the end. And after my conversation with Lady Luck, I'll just come back here and we'll just have like a one-on-one talk. You know what I mean? And I'll just read chat in general. Um, you know what I mean? Whether they super chat or not, I'll just read all you guys' chat. Um, yeah, Chris Tucker is funny in every single movie. Oh, is he not good at stand up? I didn't actually know that. Well, I'm sure I guess all comedians do stand up at some point. I didn't know he did that though. I'll have to look at him. But you know, when was the last time he did stand up? Because if he was doing stand up in like the 90s and stuff, sometimes there's well, how would you call it? Like generational, not generational, but like uh trendy humor. And sometimes people fall into those trendy humors. Like at the time, he was probably hilarious, but the trend isn't around anymore. And when you look at it, you're like, what the heck is this? This is cringe, you know? Um, Trendy humor is, it's tricky. Sometimes trendy humor sticks around, but hmm. Sorry, guys. I have not eaten today, so I am very, very, very hungry. Oh, listen to all that noise, that awful garbagey noise. I hope my microphone cancels this noise out pretty good. That's what this microphone's designed to do, specifically for that sound. Oh, good. It's just all burnt. Look, like, okay. This is what it should look like. It should not look like that. Because that makes it taste bad. I hit every single fast food place I've been to so far, and I get fast food maybe once or twice a month now. And it's I used to be super into fitness and stuff, not eating a whole lot, but I've mainly eaten fast food after I've had kids because holy crap, doing everything at once and having to cook too, really difficult. And then you find out how bad fast food is for you, and then you're just like, oh. And then you kind of see it coming up on you, you know, and you're like, oh, this isn't good. So now it's like, but anyway, all that's saying, I've cut down my fast food by a lot. But every time I order it, every time, it's always, always burnt. Like, what is happening in our fast food, like, restaurants? where everything is coming out burnt. And it's not just here. It's McDonald's. It's Wendy's. It's just every one of them. Every single one of them. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that is ridiculous, you know? It's crazy how every single piece of food now is just freaking burnt. But anyway, so guys, the screen's gonna go black real quick. I'll still be here. And but I'm gonna go into this chat with Lady Luck. I'm gonna chat with her first, and then we're gonna get everything started. So I am going to first of all, I gotta deactivate my camera here. And then I am going to turn this off. So it's just gonna be a solid black screen for now. And yeah, now I'm gonna mute myself. Tell if anybody sends super chats, just tell them I will get them at the end of the show. I really appreciate you guys being here. Genuinely, thank you guys so much. We'll be getting started here in a second.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Shout out to everybody up in here. Good evening. Happy Friday. We made it. Hallelujah. Shout out to Lord, we thank you. It's storming in my area, you all. And my camera has been freezing. I've been testing it because you guys know I have been so excited about this. This has just been a great week. I appreciate Artie Trolls coming to hang out with us, you all. So I'm gonna leave my camera off in the event that it freezes up again. I can't, y'all. Y'all know how it is. It's a hard rain in my area and the power goes out. Like, so we're praying that doesn't happen. But I already told Artie Trolls backstage that he will be back with us, hanging out with us here in the LLC. I don't care. We got to go over there to Artie Trolls channel, hang out with him. We will be doing this again, rightfully so, where I can get on camera and we can really cut up and have a good time. But thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to get started in here. Yeah, shout out to all of the mods, the Luxters members. Thank you all so much. If you're tuning in from Artie Trolls channel, welcome to the Lady Luck Club, where we have fun and we're going to keep clowning Candace. Candace, you got court June 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you dumb alien. Not Utah time. Play that game if you want to and piss that judge off. Yeah, hit that like button as you come in here. We're going to get some music going in the background, bring Artie up, and he is going to introduce himself. We're going to get started into this. We got a lot to cover. Candace running over there to Russia. I hope she stay. They can keep her. Yo, why are you going, Candace? You doing anything that's going to hurt the United States of America, you know we going to hand you your ass. We're not playing with you, girl. Shout out to all of you all. I appreciate all of you all. Ooh, everybody stacked up in here. Shout out to all the mods. Thank you all for holding it down. If you're in the Lady Luck Club or the Lady Luck Club with Sweet Tea, make sure you are hitting that like button and subscribe to the LLC. We are growing. We had a great time with Gary from Pyramid Tactic yesterday. I saw Artie Trolls came up in the chat yesterday. Much love to him. And of course, Edie Marie. And then we have other supporters, all the mods. You guys were here, no reply. So many people came through. Laura, all my mods, Miss Kogo, that I haven't seen in a minute. I hope you guys are doing okay. Y'all shout out to the cold-blooded Christian. Hope he's still recovering and doing well. Keep him in your prayers, you all. That's going to be another exciting collab that we're working on. Next week, we're going to have Ami Kozak. I'm excited. So today, it's all about Artie Trolls. Y'all ready? Welcome up to the stage. Artie, how you doing, honey? Oh, I'm doing well. You guys show Artie Trolls some love in that chat. Fire emojis. Tell us about your Artie Trolls. You're growing and you're blessed over there. You're keeping your foot on Candace's neck, and you talk about a myriad of other things. But give us the scope on you and your background, and tell us all about you, whatever you want us to know. Let's get to it. Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Huh. What? You've been on YouTube for 9 years? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I love it. Oh man. Awesome. So what got you into, the you do some great research. And I don't know if anyone has told you, the delivery in your content now is comparable to that of an independent journalist. So what kind of got you on that path from doing music? Because I started out with music reactions. So I do know I love it, but it's you copyrights everything. Oh my God, they get on my nerve with it. And yeah, I can't take time to edit everything. But what merged you from the music over into this independent journalism research lane? Oh no. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Okay. 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 I'm getting comments in saying that you're muted on your channel.
I thought, for some
Okay.
reason, I thought the
Yeah.
screen was capturing it. Yeah,
I don't know. Y'all good over there? If you guys can hear Artie Trolls, hit the four. If you're in the LLC or on Artie's channel, hit the four. If you can now hear, we want to make sure you guys are able to hear across the board. Hit the four if you can hear. Welcome in. Welcome in as well. All right. I see some fours coming in. Cool beans. So, man, and I you know have declared myself to be apolitical for a while because I don't like to be put into a box, right?
absolutely.
I think that's kind of like the joy of being an independent journalist is being independent and being able to look at things objectively from both angles and to be able to say, listen, if something's right or wrong, that's what I'm going to declare. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong because I have this political alignment. I never want to be put in that box, nor do I want to do that. I can criticize Republicans and Democrats alike if they do something wrong. I'm
Absolutely.
going to call it out, right? So, you know what I guess what would you say would be since you're not wanting to be put into that box sounds like and you don't want to have agendas pushed down your throat. So what would you consider yourself to be when it comes to your views on politics?
Well, when I started off on all this, it was I'm a liberal. And when I did
Okay.
that at that point, or whenever I was making that decision at that point in time, it's because liberal used to mean
Mhm.
something quite a bit different. And just over the years, the left has pushed what was liberalism over to conservatism.
Mhm.
And it's kind of funny
Hmm.
because over that period of time, too, they've made me way more conservative
Okay.
than I even was back then, just because of the
Oh
direction they
wow.
kept pushing and pushing and pushing. It was like, fine, you know what? I'll own it. If you guys are going to keep
Mhm.
calling me a, uh, essentially a right wing person, then I'm going to go right wing. And, at the end of the day, for the most part, the
Mhm.
liberalism is what I was taught in school. And really, it was just kind of
Mhm.
centrism for the most part. Um,
Okay.
it wasn't really all that liberal in the same sense that, how would I put it? Like, being in Oklahoma, I would have been
Mhm.
considered a liberal. But if you would have moved me over to
Wow.
California even back then, I don't think that I would
Uh-huh.
have been ever considered a liberal. So it's like,
Wow.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it depends on the environment and what's going on around you.
yeah, pretty much. I
But
mean, Oklahoma is a pretty red place. It's the only it's one of two states that voted all red in every single county for Trump. So,
wow.
pretty red
Okay.
state. Yeah.
Okay. I see you got some guitars on that wall back there. You know how to
Oh
play
yeah.
those? Are
Absolutely.
you a player? You're a musician?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Are you
100%.
now?
I got those 2. I got
Man.
this one right here by me. Well, just depends on which one I wanna use for the day, but yeah.
Ah, I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen you play.
Oh, really?
I haven't. Oh my goodness. So what kind of music you play in? Or is it soft
Mostly
rock,
metal music, like folk
metal?
metal,
Okay,
stuff like that.
okay. You want to give us
Orchestrated metal.
can you give us a 30-second play or anything on the guitar? Do you mind?
I wouldn't mind, but I don't think I could make it come across on StreamYards. I
Oh,
can't get a
okay.
second input, but I can send you a clip. Um,
Yeah, send us a clip so we'll check it out.
I
Oh
could
man, that's awesome.
see. It'll be under. It might get that might be a. I don't know if it'll get copyright stricken or not. It's a cover of a
Oh, would it?
song.
Okay.
It
Oh no,
might,
okay. We
yeah,
don't want to, yeah.
but I'll definitely send it
Somebody
to you.
said you and Fax Me should jam together because he plays the guitar as
Oh,
well.
he
That would be
plays?
awesome.
That
Yes,
would
he
be
does. He's
awesome.
a fantastic musician. Yep.
I can't.
He actually we did a pre-recorded show together 2 weeks ago, and he was telling me about, his days and being in the band and everything. And I was like, dude, his videos, he has these, satire type comedy videos where he does. And
Yeah,
the music is fantastic. And he'll even come in a couple times and he'll actually record himself playing and everything. That would be a fantastic duo.
that is
That would be
awesome.
fantastic, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
definitely
See,
love to jam with him. That'd be a great time.
it's the music that binds us. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. So
absolutely.
we got to discuss this Candace situation a little bit.
Oh
And you've
yes.
done some research, some great research, catching the interview. Somehow, was it removed or deleted? The one that you caught?
Oh yeah. Actually, so that one wasn't even my research. It was it was a commenter left me
Uh
the
huh.
link and was like, "Hey, you should go through this video." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be a good time. I could probably go through that and see because it was just I had it open and I was about a fourth of the way through and I was just slowly
Mm
kind of watching through it. Hadn't seen anything yet, and then it just went down. Now it may have been shut down by PragerU. I'm not sure what channel it was on. I know
hmm. Hmm.
PragerU had a copy, and Candace Owens may or may not have had a copy. I just didn't pay
Okay.
attention to what channel it was because the link took me right to the video. So
Wow.
yeah,
So,
so it could have been PragerU, but when I saw what that interview was after it went down, and I was like, wait, there's some weird stuff in this one. Like it's not damning or anything like that, I guess you could say, but it's you know,
mm-hmm.
it was just
So,
it was something that if I were Candace Owens, I probably wouldn't want that interview being up, especially the
and then
screaming
we
at
ended up
Charlie Kirk.
watching it. Yeah, exactly. Because I was about to say, people started looking for it, and we actually shout out to Jay Witt, got the full interview without
Yeah,
commentary, and then we did a little watch party on it and went through it. And it's just like, what I picked up from it, and you could tell me your thoughts on it. What I picked up from it was her, trying to get his attention in more ways than one. It was is too much flirtation from her, and the things that she would say was not really of substance. It was just kind of filler responses. He's more so carrying the entire interview, from personality to just the intellectual responses he was able to provide back.
yeah,
He's the one that was just carrying it. And you can tell he's kind of like in this position where he's okay. I want to be professional. I want people to understand I take this very seriously. And, my personal life is my personal life. And here she is asking little dinghead questions like, oh, tell us one of the deepest, darkest secrets you don't want people to know. Like, no, I'm not doing
right.
like that is the last thing you ask somebody to do. So give me your thoughts on that, and what you got out of that situation. Cause I was just like, this is her just trying too hard, and she ended up looking even more like an idiot compared to him. You let me know what you think.
Well, it was interesting to me because I've watched quite a few different things of Charlie Kirk. I didn't really
Mm-hmm.
follow a lot of his like speeches as much or his podcasts,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
loved watching his college campus debates. And I loved watching him speak at certain colleges too when it was by himself, or if he was debating someone in general.
Mhm.
Who was that one loser that he debated that just got creamed? I can't remember his name. Well, he would debate a couple people, and they were very entertaining to watch. But he was always a little bit more relaxed. He'd throw a couple jokes out there. He was pretty well in his groove, I guess you could say. But what I found weird
Okay.
about the interview with him and Candace Owens, he seemed stiff as a board, professional. Like
Mhm.
this is for how would I put it? This is going to be a very serious interview. And it
Mhm.
just seemed a little off. It didn't seem like Candace was acting out of the ordinary as much, but Charlie Kirk seemed
Mhm.
really stiff. You know what I mean? So it just seemed like
Right.
something was going on, or he was picking up on something and shutting something down, but it seemed like he didn't want to be there to a degree to me.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch to a degree. Like, there were times where he was, talking and conversing, but there were other times where he would
Mhm.
just stiffen up. And I was just like, I don't really see him do that often. So I kept trying to go through a couple more videos to see, and I just haven't had a whole lot of time. So I'm not going to be
No,
able to
I get
really
you.
verify that, that he
Mhm.
was actually being weird in that video per se. But it seemed like he didn't want to be there. But that's kind of my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, one thing he didn't do is take he didn't take it for granted. He took advantage of the situation and he owned it. He tried to keep it as, comical and light and airy, but
Yeah,
still, give that professional and serious undertone to it and answered the questions. The ones he didn't want to answer, he didn't. And I think she just kept trying to, I don't know, she kept trying to use that to try to just turn it into what Candace is seeming to be is nothing more than a gossip blogger. It's like one
yeah,
of those daytime talk shows for her. That's what she was trying to turn it into, and it was just cringeworthy. Um,
absolutely.
a lot of parts of it was cringeworthy to me, but I'm just, you know, having seen some of these interactions and having watched that interview and her dedication, the video she did to my friend Charlie Kirk thing, having watched that again in hindsight after all this time, all the attacks, all of the lies that she's told, and just, I mean, going after Erica Kirk after all of that, it really puts her in the light of being this evil demonic individual. And now we're at a point where Erica Kirk is getting death threats like that. That
Yeah,
is how horrible this has gone down the line, and it's just, it's now unsafe. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, man, because it irritates me knowing that this girl is willing to put her life in danger. But now, are you
absolutely.
shocked by this? Or did you see this coming from her?
Oh, what comment was it? Oh, oh, which one was it? Sorry.
I said, were you shocked? Are you shocked by her behavior now
Oh,
and,
by her
what's
behavior. My
happening?
bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
or did you see any of this? Like, did you see this coming
oh
down the
yeah.
pipeline where it would end up becoming this dangerous?
I didn't see it going necessarily this specific route, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been calling out Candace Owens and her BS since 2017. And I've been
Oh
on
wow,
her. I've never trusted her ever. Um,
wow.
so the reason why I'm actually able to pull a lot of things up about Candace Owens, this is kind of unfair, but I actually don't do that deep a research per se. I just
Mm-hmm.
remember everything from 2017 and the shenanigans she's pulled because I was immediately onto her when she came out. Um, the very first time she came out, she had were you following her back when she was Red Pill
Mm,
Black?
no, mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I just
There's a
started
lot of
really
lore
diving into
here.
her last year. Yeah,
So I can dump a lot of lore here that's going to blow your mind.
go
So
ahead.
you know about social autopsy, right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
When that happened, the internet was ablaze. And I was doing I was in the Quarterings uh, Discord at the time. I was in Sargon of Akkad's Discord, Count Dankula's, all those people. Even Blair
Mm-hmm.
White had a Discord back then. I think she might still have a Discord now. Um, I don't know. But
Okay.
At the time, we were all talking in there and stuff. I hadn't had a channel quite yet. And it was all going around. We would pull like crazy woke article stuff coming up, or like we would infiltrate woke discords. They don't really have those as much anymore. Now they're all just on Blue Sky. But we would go in there and we would watch what people were saying and doing. And we came across one. I can't remember who it was that found it, but I think it was first posted in Tree of Logic's like either Twitter account or somewhere like that. That there was this lady going around doing this social autopsy thing, doxing kids and stuff. And we were like, wow, that's crazy. So we got all the stuff going. I think Sargon did a video over it and all these other big YouTubers. Well, it's like, shoot, 6 months to a year later, this person comes out as Red Pill Black. They're a black conservative that, is just comes out of nowhere. And the internet explodes with this information because it's just like, wait a minute, how could somebody that's black be a conservative? This doesn't make sense. So it was like probably one of the most brilliant marketing ploys I think I've ever seen in my life, really. At least that I got to witness be born in front of me. I mean, other than something like Netflix or something like that, you know what I mean? Although it's probably arguable that Candace has a bigger audience than Netflix, possibly. I don't know. Depending on how many people are still using it.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, she's been great at marketing. Exactly. Yeah. But so she ends up starting Red Pill Black. It was either Triologic or Blair White, though, that had all these people kind of working. They were like, holy crap, that's Candace Owens, remember? And the internet, of course, then, I mean, it was just everything was ablaze. The internet was going nuts over this information. And it was Triologic first calling out Candace Owens and then Blair White jumping into it. And then Candace Owens got to be on Dave Rubin's podcast debating Blair White. Actually, she got on there like a week or two before and got that big interview with Dave Rubin. He was like the hot shot of the internet at the time. And his show was well refined. We're flocking to him like crazy. And so he had her on. And of course, Blair White challenges her to a debate on the show. And this is back when debates were huge. There was the blood sports and stuff like that. So she has her on. Or he has Candace on. And it was funny because I specifically remember parts of that episode when he's interviewing her, where she was fawning over Kanye West. And Dave Rubin straight up tells her, he goes, I could introduce you to Kanye West. He's at the studio next door, and we're doing some stuff with him. And that's when Candace gets to meet Kanye. This was September of 2017, 6 months before her big viral Kanye West tweet, 2018. That she manifested with Charlie.
So she got introduced to Kanye West by Dave Rubin.
Yes, 6 months before that magical tweet. And the video's still up. You can pull up his live stream. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull up your video on it. That's what I was looking for right here.
Oh, okay.
We're going to see your video. I think you did looks like you did a deep dive or something on this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
What's the time step? Y'all make sure you go and check out Harley Trolls as well. Let me put the video link in the chat so you guys can get to this video here. Do you mind giving me the time step where he said about the Kanye West thing? Because that's, that's like her pride and joy. She acts as if, it was the greatest thing that ever happened, by accident, the same way she keeps claiming she met George Farmer.
Yeah.
When she knows she was introduced. It was kind of like, you didn't meet these people by accident. It's not by chance or God or anything. You were introduced to these people, and you're making it seem as if, Kanye West liked me so much, he decided to, just randomly tweet about me of all people on earth. No, you met him beforehand, and now it makes sense.
Exactly.
Oh, my dear Lord.
Let's see. I think I can.
Because she spent more time just yelling and screaming. And Blair White is like, why can you stop yelling? Like, She telling her stop yelling, you gotta stop screaming, all this stuff. It's like this is so pathetic. You were doxing people, and that's illegal. They should have been suing you.
Yeah,
Another
it's
thing that I wish more people would have done. You got to sue her.
absolute.
It's the only way for her to learn. You're gonna have to sue her because doxing is a cybercrime. It's illegal. There's a reason why you don't do it. Several reasons, but it's because first, you want to preserve the person's, privacy, and they deserve the right to live in peace. What she does is dox people in an effort to bring all of this unwanted attention on them, and then they end up being targeted, bullied, harassed, and then next thing you know, someone's sending out a death threat. That's all that follows Candace. It's this
Yes.
mark of death. It's so horrible.
She is a pro at she is an absolute pro at doxing. She's very, very,
Hmm.
very good at it. Oh, this is
Right.
Candace Owens debates Blair White. That's why. My bad. Um, it's on a different video where I pull that up.
Oh, is it?
I think I might have a short on it. That would probably make it a little
Okay, that's fine. We
easier.
don't,
Let's
because
see.
man, that's something else. To
Which
think that
one?
she was introduced.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was absolutely introduced. Let's see, to Kanye West 6 months fully, like straight up 6 months before that. Which one? Firing. This one?
Oh, we got time, honey. He let me know.
Oh, oh yeah, absolutely. It be too hard to find, but
I
nope,
see you
there
with
wasn't that
your
one.
because I'm scrolling through. So you let me know. You do a lot of streams with people, kind of like the what's the rapper I like? Here, what's his name? Harry, 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 or Harry. Where he goes and he does live streams and he just raps, taking
Uh,
words in.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember his name. Harry Mack. That's his name.
Harry who?
Harry Mack.
Harry Mack.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's a rapper. He just
Oh, here's the I can send
okay.
you the
You
video
got it?
here. I'll send it to you on
Okay.
X. There we
Yeah,
go.
send it to me and we'll pull it up.
There we go. That's the video. It's not a short, unfortunately. I did not
No,
make any
it's okay. It's
but I
all
should be
right.
able to
It's
find
all right.
exactly when they say it.
Okay.
I believe it is. Did I not put it at the video? Nope. I guess I put it at
Okay, we got
7:58
another.
mark. I think it was. That's probably about how it works.
Okay, you said 7:58 mark.
I think so. Check
It's
that.
okay.
Stuff. There's going to be a lot of Kanye. Okay.
Oh, yep, I see it. So we'll pick it up at, let's see, 7:45 mark or something like that. Yep, I see it's around the 8-minute mark. So we'll pick it up around. Let
Oh,
me
okay.
drop
It's
the
at
video link in the
6:03.
chat. It's at the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, I think it's 6:03.
Okay. This is, yep, I see it. Oh, this is something else. Oh, can we go back a little? I haven't seen this video. We started back a little earlier. Oh my goodness. So for those who do not know about Candice's earlier days of doxing, you know, Artichokes goes through a fantastic summary of the Red Pill Black. And if you've been following her and keeping your foot on her neck this whole time,
Yeah.
that is amazing. Then you can actually and it's good to talk to people who have that kind of historical context, because you know what the pattern is, and you can see
Yes.
people like her coming a mile away in different situations. The way she's handled the Macrons, the way she's handling Erica Kirk and her mom, it just seems so far to be a pattern. The way I kind of did some background on her was to go through her lawsuits and how she handled Kimberly Klasick, how she handled, is handling this Macron lawsuit, how she handled the lawsuit where she was living in the apartment for 7 months rent free.
Oh
And
yeah.
then, has for every yeast infection, she's still stuck with. Like, those are
Oh yeah.
things that to me, I'm like, this is what you 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 look for when you're doing this research, because you can say, okay, here's what you should expect as far as her behavior, decisions that she makes. I can easily say that she's a coward because she has been nothing but a coward when it
Oh yeah.
comes to matters in the court of law. But that is because reading those court documents, you get so much out of that. You get background facts, you get other scenarios and situations that bring up examples. Then you get the exhibits, you get to see both sides of the story. And then you have the finding of fact, law, and evidence, to kind of ground you.
Exactly.
And all she does is dip, dodge, duck, and deflect. And then if she can't do any of those things, she goes out and just commits cyber crimes and docks. That's her MO. And it's
Oh yeah.
crazy. And you can speak to that, seeing that you've been following her since 2017 on this,
Oh yeah.
and speak
Well,
to,
since
how
2015
she
actually on
is.
that. Yeah.
2015. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long ride. It's kind of wild. I mean, I could bring up stuff off the top of my
Mhm.
head, like I don't know if you saw, it wasn't too long ago, but she was digging up Steven Crowder's divorce and trying to make that public because she didn't like him.
Why would she do that? Like, what?
She's
Why
she's
would we
crazy.
don't need
You
to know about
cross
that man's
Candace
divorce?
Owens, it's a bad day to cross, quote unquote, Candace Owens. She'll,
Wow.
she's crazy. I mean, it
Yeah.
is psychotic what she's doing. And she's just got a whole history of this. And that's the funny thing that I tell people too. I'm like, okay, what is
Hmm.
Erica Kirk's history? Well, we know it better than just about anybody now because Candace Owens doxed it and dug it all up her entire childhood.
Right.
And is there
Yep.
anything suspicious there? And the answer is no. Nothing whatsoever. She didn't
Exactly.
show a single thing that was weird to me. And
Exactly.
we know Candace Owens' whole history. She put it online for the better half of 11 years.
Right.
And it's
Exactly.
like you go and look through all of those, uh, like, how would I put it? Like, every single weird thing and crazy thing that she's done, it's still out there. It's just a lot of people have not seen it. And if they
Right.
were to see what I've seen, I think they would change their mind on Candace Owens quite a bit. And it's
And
out there.
yeah, I
These people
agree.
just don't want to go back and look.
Yeah. And then the cult is the cult of personality, like I said on Paramount Tactics show yesterday with Gary and talking with him. It comes down to that. It's this cult of personality where you have
Yes.
this narcissistic cult leader that has a following that mostly are bots. So all they're
Yep.
doing is just pushing a narrative. They don't have the ability to lean in on any human or emotional side of this. They don't have the ability to show empathy. They don't care about hypocrisy. They don't care that she lies to their face. They don't care about any of that. I mean, and these bots don't process that stuff. All they care about is whatever she's saying for the moment. And yet, I still get comments of people saying, what has she lied about? Her 2 degrees. Because
Yeah,
where's the evidence of that? Because she said she has 2 degrees, and we're still waiting for
exactly.
her to produce evidence of that. The most rudimentary thing ever, her lying about her education. That's kind of like the go to. You
Right.
show us proof of her 2 degrees, and then we'll say she told the truth about one thing. Until then, she lied. The end. It's that simple. And I reached out to the school.
Oh, you did?
It's so yeah, I did. I emailed University of Rhode Island.
Wow. But
Candace
did they get
has
back to
no
you?
idea. Oh yeah, they did. They told me a
Wow.
person, because here's the thing is when it comes down to school records, it's protected by federal law similar to medical records, right? So you have HIPAA privacy laws for patient information, and then you have a federal law set aside for school records, because most times it includes like date of birth and address and personal data. It can even include your social or student record that could be linked to all of those personal identifiable information. So the only thing by law I could even get them to verify is if a student with the name Candace Amber Owens, with her date of birth that we know online that's available to the public,
Yeah.
received a degree from the school. They could not verify anything beyond that without getting permission from her to release information, or
Okay.
going to it's a website, student clearinghouse website you can go on to verify a degree, but that costs money and she's not worth it. So
Absolutely.
that was the most they can verify, and this was the, I think, one of the lead directors for the enrollment there. And with them saying that a student with that name and date of birth received a degree, you know, who says that it could have been her? She's never put up a photo or video of her in college. She's never shown, of all the photos and pictures she's taken that are out there, I've never seen a photo or picture or anything of her on a college campus, let alone the University of Rhode Island. I haven't heard from any classmates or dorm mates or teachers, nothing. And so, rightfully
Exactly.
so, I always ask, okay, how do we know she went to this school? How do we know she attended the school? How do we know she's just not using an alias of another student? And then for her to say she has 2 degrees, and the program that she alleged in 2 different videos now, she claimed she had a degree in English and in journalism. Well, they don't offer any dual degree program for journalism and English at the University of Rhode Island.
Oh, they
But she
don't.
claims she went. No, they
Okay.
don't. Mm-mm. So
That's crazy.
when she exactly, so it's the question then would be, why would she ever claim in 2 separate videos now, ever claim that she went back to school after she put it out there that she dropped out in her 3rd year because she was broke as hell, couldn't afford nothing. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, when Piers Morgan puts her in check and says that she's not an investigative journalist, because she's not a
Right.
journalist, she's not an investigator, she doesn't even research well or read. So you expect someone like
Exactly.
this to come in a video and say, hey, I went back to school, finished up my last year, and actually obtained 2 degrees.
Right.
So naturally, you hear something like that. What you hear from that, I'm not trying to read between the lines. I'm going to take the words you said and go with that. So you finished up 1 year of college and you graduated with 2 degrees, not, oh, I had a major and minor in one
Right.
degree. No, 2 degrees. How did you get 2 4-year degrees in 1 year? And
Yeah,
that
that's not
school doesn't
happening.
even offer that type of program. So how did that happen?
Sorry about that.
See, this is the
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
you're good, honey.
It
And we did the research. We looked it up, the information about the campus, the programs they offer. I reached out to the enrollment department. I've shown the email like 4 or 5 different times. I even did a post on the email and the response. And I questioned that because they mentioned a degree. She claimed she got 2 degrees.
that's
So
crazy. Yeah. I didn't even
it's
know that she had
crazy.
claimed that. Like, well, I'm sure I saw it, but
Yes.
I
Mhm.
guess I just didn't decide to question it. But
Yep.
that's
I went
crazy.
over
She
that.
does lie about everything.
She lied about it. And it's like, okay, if your whole goal was to come out and to try to appeal to the masses by saying, I'm just this, poor, lowly girl that my parents allegedly kicked me out the house at 14. And I had to go live with a boyfriend for 6 months and blah, blah, blah.
Made fun
All
of
this
Erica's
stuff.
mom for that, but yeah.
Yeah. 14 years old living with a boyfriend for 6 months, like, and no one questions that. The candy, I call them the candy asses.
Oh
The
yeah.
candy ass cult members say,
That's
oh,
a great
well, I,
name.
I got kicked out as well. But It's like, no, you didn't. You're a bot. You didn't get kicked out at 14 and live with your boyfriend for 6 months. Kick rocks. No, you didn't. And you would be livid at any other parent. Like if Erica Kirk were to kick her daughter out at 14 and her daughter is living with a boyfriend for 6 months, they would be all over Erica Kirk. They would be clowning her. They would be dogging her out and everything. Why isn't Candace's mother getting that same attention? If that be the case.
Yeah.
If she truly was kicked out at 14, why isn't the cult going after her mother? How dare you kick out our cult leader at 14 years old and she's at the mercy of a boyfriend for 6 months? What would the parents? You know, we would have CPS or DFACS or somebody called on us, right?
Usually, I mean, one would think I don't know what's going on with her background, like her family background and all that stuff. I've tried to just be like, you know what? I'm not going to stoop down to Candace's level and look at her family background for the most part. I mean, it may be worth looking into just simply because people are telling me that she's got familial ties with Epstein himself and, you know, all that good stuff. So I've been kind of trying to prod into that. But as for the rest of the stuff, it's like her family background is so contradictory. She grew up really well, then she grew up with her grandparents. She grew up with her mother doing heavy drugs. I mean, she's got crazy family members apparently, but she also, there's no reason to believe she grew up poor whatsoever. She kind of throws it back and forth that she had a good, like, early life that was well taken care of and also a poor family life, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Exactly.
And she doesn't go into great detail. That's kind of the problem.
Never.
So I just can't. I can't really. She's done a good job of keeping everything secret. We'll just put it that way.
Exactly.
I guess if you know how to
she
dox
keeps it
people really
ambiguous.
well, you know what information not to put out there.
Yeah.
So there is
Exactly.
that.
But see here, the kicker is she had a cousin that did an interview on another podcaster show. His name is Storm Monroe.
Oh,
Her
okay.
cousin debunked her saying that her mother kicked her out the house
Oh, okay.
and forced her to live with a boyfriend for 6 months. So now you
I did
have
see something about
a close cousin that claims to be in they call themselves the 80s babies, the 83 baby, 84 baby, whatever it is. Whatever year they were born in. It's like 4 cousins that was born in that same year because she talks about having a large family, which I can't believe.
That's
I haven't
crazy.
seen her family tree, but your cousin has to come out and debunk you because you lied about your mother kicking you out of the house.
Right.
At 14 years old, you're a minor child and you went to live with a boyfriend. How old was this boyfriend? Who were his parents? How did they even allow that to happen for 6 months? And they didn't question your parents. CPS definitely would have been involved or DFACS, and you had other siblings that would have also probably been removed from the home because that's not normal. We know as parents, if something like that happens and you go to school and say, yeah, my mom kicked me out the house and I'm living with a boyfriend.
Right.
That's going to spread around the school. The school counselor is probably going to call DFACS either way or CPS. And then next thing you know, you're going to have somebody showing up at your house. Hey, we heard that there was some neglect here, because your child has been kicked out. What do you mean? That is still illegal. And that would be something that the authorities would investigate. How did your mother get away and your father get away with not being investigated? What do you mean you were kicked out at 14 years old? These are the dumb things that she say to where when you question it, unless you have evidence that could come out and just straight out debunk it, it's so ambiguous that it's hard to go in and prove. You would have to find her mother, basically, and get her mother's statements in response to that just to see what really happened and probably have a neutral source behind it. But when her cousin came out and said that's not true at all, I mean, she had 2 other sisters. Why is it that she's the one getting kicked out at 14? And no, that she said, I don't know where she got that from. My aunt, her mother, made sure her and her girls were on the up and up and that they were taken care of. I don't know why she would say that, But we know why she would say that. It's because Candace wants to emotionally pull at people's heartstrings. She wants people to be emotionally hooked, like any other narcissistic cult leader. And if they can get to you mentally and psychologically, then they can pretty much get to you in any other facet of your life. They can go in from an angle of weaponizing your faith or your feelings or emotions. They pretty much got you in every other area. They can get you hooked physically, have you go out and put out hits on people and risk your liberty and freedom, to put out a death threat against someone and then end up in jail, or financially, even where you got these people giving up their mortgage and rent money, to sit here and fund her. And she's a multimillionaire. But once you're hooked, you know, psychologically,
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
once that someone has been able to weaponize your faith, like how she does with, oh, this is God's platform, Christ is king. Never say Jesus, never pray, never quotes a scripture, never reads a Bible. But that, as long as she feels that those methods are working, she's going to keep doing it. And that's what's so unfortunate. And it's creating this zealous cult that are willing to now do anything to please her or get her attention or to feel they belong or to get this kudos. And they're willing to go to jail for sending death threats.
Yeah.
It's like your liberty and freedom is gone.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have this stigma on you now. And for what? Candace Owens? You think she cares about that boy that just went to jail that got arrested? No.
Oh, no. Not a chance. She
Not at all.
definitely does not care.
Not at all. Not at all. So
Exactly.
she didn't care about when she came out and lied. She didn't care about lying about having 2 degrees. Her cult members can never ever prove that. And yet they constantly asking the same old dumb question about what has she lied about? Because they don't care if you prove anything. Like, I don't personally go out my way to try to prove anything to her dumb cult members. I don't. I'm not here to prove them right or wrong. I don't care what they think or how they feel. And that's kind of where I am when it comes to that. Because when it comes to the cult, there's nothing you can say or do that will ever be satisfactory for them. They're not going to see the light of day because you've proved to them that Candace lied about something when she lies about everything. And they know she lies.
Oh, yeah.
They don't, as long as they don't feel like the fool of the day or donkey of the day, they don't care.
Absolutely.
You know.
Oh, by the way, I actually sent you a better video to see with the Kanye stuff.
Oh, cool.
So this is actually on Dave Rubin's podcast himself. It's at an hour, 24 minutes, 24 seconds. And
Okay.
yeah, he straight up
wanna
just
check
tells
this one
her, he's
out?
like, hey, I'll introduce you over to Kanye. And it's pretty
Ooh.
crazy. It's just proof, because you
You
can
have
see
a
the date
timestamp
on
for
that
that one?
too. Oh, it's an hour 24.
124:24. Ooh.
Yeah,
Candace.
perfectly even.
Oh, Candace, you're such a liar.
And it just pops right out here.
I can't believe that people gave her this much.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's towards the end. Okay, cool. We'll
Yeah, pretty
check
much
this
at the
one out
very
then.
end. She does it before this. I can't find the original, like, where he's like, hey, I can introduce you. Where was it? You admire Kanye?
These are the people that encouraged her and gave her a platform, and now it's like instead of them just speaking out and being honest, they're trying to still spare their so-called ego. It's like, I don't want to feel stupid for having platformed her, and now she's a horrible person. But
Absolutely.
they really need to stop playing around with it. You're a grown man. You don't owe her anything. Are you kidding me?
It's
Okay.
crazy.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I
Oh,
was
no,
gonna say
sorry
we can
about that.
play this and check this out. No, you good.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I think I might have found the other part. It's hard to, because it doesn't know how to really say Kanye very well in the transcript. So it's like, let's see. Kanye West, you're a fan, like Kanye West. Sick. Uh,
I know in the other video, I saw his name come up, and I was like,
Still
"Oh,
at
cool, we can."
24:24. I guess that's as good as I can get for now. It's hard to find in this video because the transcript is old. But
No, it's okay.
where he first says, "I'll introduce you to him," but at the very end, right here at 124:24, you'll be able to hear it there.
Okay, cool. So let's check this out here, because Candace, you've been lying about Kanye. Let's go.
You couldn't do it, you know?
Yeah. Are you getting any outreach from people on the left going, I kind of get it? Or is it?
Yeah, actually, I have fans that inbox me and say, I would love to have someone to speak to. I feel like this is getting crazy, and my friends are, getting increasingly, more terrifying. And I take time, I speak with them. It's a big part of who I am. Before I go to bed, I just get on Facebook and I'll answer them and I'll try to guide them. A lot of younger people, which is interesting. Black people in college saying like they feel like they can't speak up. So definitely.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Last one. I feel this is appropriate. Hey, where can I get those shoes, girl?
You can
What
get
am I looking at there?
shoes from Madewell.
Madewell?
Yeah.
All right. You feel good?
They should give me something for that. I just did a nice plug.
Yeah,
for
that's
Madewell,
that's
right?
great
Better
product
get a check.
placement.
Yeah.
Man. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
Here
you
it
so
is.
much. I'm so
Thank
glad we
you.
did this.
I'm so
I'm not
happy.
kidding. You want to go hunt down?
Yeah,
Kanye?
let's go find Kanye. Let's go find Kanye.
All right.
Oh, you said it. There you go. Let's go find Kanye.
Absolutely. Earlier in the episode somewhere, he says, would you like to either meet him or I just can't find the right word, but he's going to introduce her to Kanye.
You just said it. We're gonna go hunt down Kanye. It's like,
Oh, absolutely. He more formally
Oh my
tells her
God.
he'll introduce her earlier in the episode, though. And it's just really, it's dead
That's
on. And I mean, this was uploaded September 28th, 2017. So,
oh my God.
full 6 months before the magical Kanye tweet. And Dave Rubin does also later on, he deleted the video, but I think I had it on the video you popped up before.
Uh-huh.
I'd show the video where he's like, I did introduce her to Kanye West. And he fully admits it. Now, I think that video was recorded in 2020. And then he ended up deleting the video later on. And it was just like,
Nobody
that's
did that?
weird. So I don't know what she has
Oh.
on Dave Rubin, and he's kind of come out and he's talked out against her and stuff, but he's still, for some reason, he doesn't want to talk about the Kanye meeting at all. Like something went down or something. It's really weird. But
That's so crazy.
yeah, somewhere in this episode, I'll have to find it again, where they talk
No,
about
it's
meeting.
okay. Can you mind if we watched your video on this to
Yeah, we
kind
can watch a bit of
some
that.
background?
Absolutely.
So this is that okay. Let's check this out, you all. Y'all hit the 4 if you can see it here. Let's go.
Here's the YouTube link. You click it, and unfortunately, it goes to a video that's not available anymore.
That's what he
Now,
deleted.
something existed
Yeah.
on
So is that what he deleted?
Yeah, I believe that's what he deleted.
Wow, that's crazy.
this link. I don't know if Grok's hallucinating or not, okay? Maybe this video didn't exist. But if you guys could help me get an archive to this video, I would greatly appreciate that, because I've asked Dave Rubin, and so far,
Wow.
nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
he won't respond
On
to
X.
it.
Now, he may not be able to see me because X is heavily throttling me. They've deleted so many of my accounts.
You said what happened when I asked?
Oh, they what? Sorry.
What you say, already? Did you
Oh,
say
I said,
something?
yeah, it's weird. I can't get, or he won't confirm it.
What?
Like, I have not
you
seen
serious?
him confirm anything. Yeah, he won't. For some reason, he will not confirm the whole Kanye thing. It's really, really strange. I know I showed the full thing somewhere. I can't even figure out where my video is on this, but I showed where he fully says he is going to introduce her to Kanye West. It's just weird.
Wow. You know what you should try to do? Tweet at Kanye. You never
I
know.
should,
He might
yeah.
answer.
Maybe he will.
Just
I should
to
tweet at
him
Kanye.
directly and just
Yeah,
say,
that'd be
hey,
funny.
were you introduced to Candace before 2020 or whatever? And by Dave Rubin or anyone? Because Dave Rubin is deleting videos and he's not giving you credit. Or something that, because Kanye's a narcissist. You gotta pump his head up a little bit. So you just say, Dave Rubin's not trying to give you credit. Obviously you were introduced to Candace before you met her. Is that true? And you never know, he might respond.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to give it a shot. We'll see what happens there. I'm not super hopeful on that, but yeah, it's
But
wild
it's worth
though.
a try.
Because
It's worth a try. I can't believe he's deleting videos.
it's definitely somewhere on here, and I wonder if somebody's trying to get me That'd be funny. But yeah, it's somewhere in that video though. It exists in that live stream. He does formally somewhere say, "Oh, by the way, I know Kanye."
Let me see here. I think I
The
saw
cleanest
his
way I can tell
name.
you this is that when Candace started getting real
Somewhere in
famous
here.
and the Kanye thing happened and everything else, one day out of nowhere she unfollowed me on Twitter. So I had sort of helped her get to a certain extent, and then she unfollowed a bunch of people. Like she had a bunch of people that she followed, and then she unfollowed me. So I took that sort of as like a mark of just like, and I'm not
You
trying to
said the
create
Kanye
shit here.
thing.
I really am not actually, but I just kind of took that of a mark of like, oh, like there is a limit to our friendship. Like it was sort of transactional for you to a degree. Then I don't know, a couple of years ago, she changed her phone number and didn't tell me. So I needed to contact her about something, and I had to go around a way. So it's like, I don't know, if you were friends with someone, would you be doing that? But again, I'm not doing this for drama
This is
purposes. I'm doing
crazy.
this to clean up some of the nonsense around this. Now, have I agreed with her positions on?
Okay, so he said the Kanye thing, like, oh, it was just an accident.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's odd. I don't know what's going on there, for the most
I
part.
do see Kanye. Oh, he
But
says
yeah.
it right here. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
let
is
me
it
play
there?
this.
Oh, I
I
think
think
so.
he
Yeah.
says it right here.
To that question, I will tell you, although I can't tell everyone where we are right now.
Oh, there
I
we
do
are.
see Kanye often, somewhere very near where we are
Oh my
right now.
gosh,
That's all I can
stop,
say. So
stop.
maybe I can work a little something
Oh
there.
my gosh, I am only a
There
fan
you
of Black. I'm only
go.
a fan of I'm only a fan of Kanye West. And the interesting thing is, popular Kanye quote is that if you're a fan of Kanye West, you're not really a fan of Kanye West. You're a fan of yourself, and you believe that you.
Okay, so anyway,
He just said
That is it.
it.
Yeah.
He said it, y'all.
So
He said, I do see Kanye often,
exactly.
somewhere very near where we are right now. So he was trying to tell her, I see him, outside around the block, like he's not too far from here.
Yeah. I think they shared a space in the
Wow.
same building or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of
That
those things
is,
where he's like,
oh
I
man.
will, and I think he says it right after this that I'll introduce you. I think it's just a little further into that.
You can't make this up.
Like
Hold
I
on,
thought,
hold on, hold on, hold
maybe
on.
like just a few seconds after that, I think it was. But yeah,
so
Hold
Kanye,
on.
did he say anything about text? Let's see. Let me just kind of read through these real quick.
I
like
think he
Kanye
was
West
right
follows
after
me.
she
Okay,
said
so
that.
we're
I think
here.
he said something like, "I could
Um,
introduce you."
Very hard people to.
Let's hold on.
Great. Let's go find Kanye. Okay, here we go. This is whenever he's going to introduce him.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad
Thank
we did
you.
this.
I'm so
I'm not
happy.
kidding. You want to go hunt down
Yeah,
Kanye?
let's go find Kanye. Let's go
Let's
find
go hunt
Kanye.
down
All right.
Kanye.
Candace and I
Find
are going to go
Kanye.
find
There
Kanye
you
West.
go.
But if you want more with her, we're going to do a Patreon exclusive rapid fire, which will be
Exactly.
exclusive, so it'll be on Patreon only. I thank you. I mean, it's so obvious.
Oh my God.
And it's
So he
2017.
introduced her. This is
So
in 2017.
oh yeah, September 28th, 2017. So I mean, there's no
Wow.
way around it. She's lied about everything. Like she didn't manifest some tweet out of Kanye with Charlie Kirk. They were in contact with Kanye. That's what was
Yeah.
going on. And he tweeted
Right.
her out and they made these plans behind the scenes.
And
So
now she's enjoying the benefit because see, like you said, she has a way of advertising herself, right? She
yes.
knows how to get people's attention, whether it's positive or negative. Narcissists don't care what type of attention you're giving them. You can give them negative attention. Attention for them is attention. It's a win-win.
Exactly.
So for her to try to get a huge rap artist who had a huge following, and I think that was the thing, because most people are like, okay, why Kanye West of all rappers, of all people, why Kanye West? Well, he's very controversial. He's also very business savvy.
Very
Look who he
business savvy,
married and
sure.
had kids with. Yeah, he
Oh
had
yeah.
a lot of money. He had a lot of connections, and you know, he serves a purpose in a myriad of ways. She's an opportunist.
Yes. And that's the way it's always been
It's
for Candace. I mean, she's burned
yeah,
every bridge from PragerU
yep,
to TPUSA to Daily Wire and so many other people like Steven Crowder. I mean, everybody has a problem with her after they get to know
yep,
her.
yep,
It's
exactly.
crazy how that works.
And he knows that something was off because I've gone over the Blexit tax filings and everything, and we found you saw the connection between one of the LLCs under Blexit that linked Blexit to Parler Inc.
Yeah.
And when we went through that information with Parler and saw where Kanye West kind of pulled out of the deal of buying Parler, I said, okay, I think he knew
Yeah.
at that point that she was full of crap.
Oh yeah.
That she's a scammer. That, you know, this girl drove Blexit in the ground into the red by $1.72 million within a matter of, if you think about it theoretically, 2 fiscal years. How do
Oh,
you do that? You went from having 4 or 5 million coming in, and then when it goes upside down within 3 calendar years, 2 fiscal years, you're upside down by $1.72 million. You can imagine how many millions of dollars she blew through or put up and hid, or, you know, tried to put into Parler Inc. maybe, and then that went bust. And then for Parler Inc. to go upside down, Kanye West knew it would not be smart to buy Parler from George Farmer,
oh
because
yeah.
his wife doesn't even know how to manage a nonprofit organization where you know, by law, you don't have to be overly detailed in your tax filings, but you need to file them, and you need to show something. But you couldn't even do that. And it's like, girl, you want to
Yeah.
sit here and make it seem like, you know, TPUSA is doing fraud and they should be audited and blah blah blah. And you don't want to talk about how you left Blexit in the red by over $1.7 million. Are you kidding?
Exactly. It's
So,
crazy. I bet he took one look at those numbers and was like, well,
oh
I'm
yeah,
not taking this debt on. You know, there's no way. He probably looked through an itemized list of what she spent that money on, and he was like, "Are you insane? Like,
right,
you know, you're living like you have the millions of dollars, but it's all debt." And
right.
you know, he probably was like, "I'm not getting involved with this." If I had to guess, I mean, it's crazy
Hmm.
too. I didn't know at the time. I remember exactly where I was, and in a. I was not allowed to have my phone at the time, but
Hmm.
I was working at Google, and
Uh-huh.
not for Google, but at a Google site. I'd worked there for years, and I was a security
Gotcha.
supervisor there. They
Hmm.
I was on my phone actually getting together an interview with Dana Lash on Parler. And
Wow.
it was like that very night, I remember Parler went down. And I was like, weird, what's going on? Couldn't get it to work. And I was like, okay, whatever. Next day, it was just gone. And it was like headline news kind of everywhere that it was just completely compromised or something. Something ended up happening. And
Hmm.
it had just it messed everything up, and I lost all my messages. Couldn't get a hold of Dana after that, and I was like, "That's crazy. That sucks." And yeah, it was just to watch that account, just to watch not the account itself, but to watch
Right.
the entire app just go to nothing. I had no
Wow.
idea that it was Candace Owens that kind of caused that to
Yes.
happen.
Yep.
And I was like,
Yep.
wow, she is
Yep.
just without me even having to how would I put it? Because I would cover Candace, but it was never as bad as today. Candace
Hmm.
was
Yeah.
never doing things as evil as she is now. So
Right.
it was just even then, it's like learning of it. I was like, wow, Candace really has just been a thorn in everybody's side for over a decade.
Yeah.
And I think
She has. Yeah.
just now people are starting to really see it for the most part. I mean, a lot of people that have no idea about any of this stuff, and that's what's scary.
And the thing is, and that's why it's so imperative with the research that you've done. You've been following her. You've been able to see that pattern of behavior with that, to continue to call it out.
Yes.
Because if not, it turns into this situation where you have this thing going on here like this, where you have this boy sending a death threat
Exactly.
because he's listening to Candace Owens, and now Erica Kirk's life is in even more danger, and she has 2 small kids. What threat does
Exactly.
her 2-year-old son pose to anybody? Or her what, 4 or 5-year-old daughter? What threat do they pose? But they're
Exactly.
getting death threats and kidnapping threats.
And
This is what Candace is scared of. Like she's intimidated, like she's jealous and envious of Erica Kirk and her kids to
exactly.
the point where she wants them hurt, harmed, and killed. And I've said this flat out, and I'm going to keep saying it. Candace Owens wants Erica Kirk dead.
I think so. I think so too, for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
it's how hard would it have been for her to have retweeted that and just say, "I do not condone this at all." That's all
you
Candace
would
has to
think,
do,
right?
and her
Too much on the
audience
right.
wouldn't bat an eye towards it. Her audience would be like, "Yeah, you know," and I mean, they'll side with anything Candace does, but she won't do it. It's the same
Yeah,
reason why she won't even call out Hamas. She will never, ever, ever mention Hamas being bad. She just won't.
not at all.
And it's
Not at all.
crazy to me. It's like, how hard is that to say? Like, it's obvious. A lot more
Yeah.
people, I think, would, and that's the best part about it is Candace Owens is so obviously bought that there's certain things that she refuses to say that are obvious. And I think that's what gives her audience just a little bit more pause than,
Mm-hmm.
because, I mean, if it's funny, because if she were to come out and condemn Hamas, if she were to come out and condemn the violence against TPUSA, she would lock her audience in. She'd get more followers, but for some reason she won't. And it's like weird. I was like, what is
Yeah,
preventing her
and
from doing that? Because technically, by Candace Owens' pattern, she should be all in for say good thing, get money and subscribers. So it
mm-hmm.
makes me
You
wonder
would think.
who is in her back pocket making her not agree with that. And
Right.
yeah, it's just a little weird because it's just it's so easy to do.
It is. And the easiest thing to do is what she definitely will avoid just for the controversy of it all. And then of course, you can tell her audience, for those that are real, has
Oh
shifted.
yeah.
You don't it's not a huge support of people who are genuinely, and I said this yesterday with Gary, people who are genuinely conservative, Republican, or Trump supporters, or any variation, a combination of those three things. It's now a complete opposite of that. So she knows that. I think the interview she did, the two crackheads interviewed each other with Hunter Biden. She knows that
Exactly.
probably was like the
Yeah.
last straw for like the ones that were still conservatives and Trump support, like, at the very least conservatives and Republicans. That was the last straw for them. They walked away. Oh, we're so confused. Why are you confused? You clearly see who's the bigger voice in her ear now. And it's
Yeah.
certainly not those who call themselves conservatives, Republicans, or Trump supporters, or any combination of those things. It's those who never cared for TPUSA, Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Trump, conservatism. They never cared.
Agree.
It's those who support Hunter Biden in everything that he says or does, from day one. Those are the bigger voices that she has fueling her now. And if she felt like the conservative movement, Republicans, people who genuinely, truly loved and cared for Charlie Kirk and would never wish harm upon his wife and two children, um, if she felt those people were still supporting her, she would have never interviewed Hunter Biden. She would have
One
never
would
done it.
think. One would
Because he
think
would
for
have
sure.
overwhelmingly been like, "No, you
Right?
you gonna interview this crackhead?" But now Candace just shows us how much of a crackhead she is. I mean, she showed us she doesn't care if that's what it takes to keep her base happy and to throw them red meat, and to get views and to be even more controversial. Then it is what it is. I don't know why people are still like. I think those who are truly conservatives, those who, you know, help to catapult her platform to where it is, should see now she doesn't care about how you feel. She used the conservative movement, Republicans, Trump supporters as an opportunity and nothing more. Candace does not care deep down about any of those values. She used them to get to where she is. And like Dave Rubin said, when he felt he was no longer of use, she unfriended and ghosted and
Exactly.
changed her number and didn't even reach out. That's how she's doing to an entire movement. And they need to hurry up and say, oh, okay, you want to act like a crackhead, we'll kick you to the side and keep going. That's what needs to happen at this point. It needs to be a huge, we're not disavowed, basically. We're not supporting Candace over here in the conservative movement. Like that's what needs to happen. And this is coming from somebody that's apolitical. Because what are you supporting her for still? Why? She should not be a strong voice that should even at this point present a threat to midterms, because conservatives should not be claiming her. Republicans should not be claiming her. Trump supporters should not be claiming her anymore. So you kick out this one ant, guess what? You still have a whole kingdom going. You still have your whole base of supporters. You still have, if you have the votes behind you, you still have those votes. She's just one person.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
the people behind her, they're not gonna vote for conservatives or Republicans. So you shouldn't see her as someone fueling a divide anymore. Kick her out your party and say, her so-called people who aren't Republicans either way, they won't make a difference because they would never have voted for, they would not be voting for Republicans. So they're irrelevant. It's that simple to me. And from my stance on that, I think they won't lose out on anything telling Candace to kick rocks. They won't lose a thing.
Exactly. I really don't think they would too much. People are kind of nuts. I don't know what percentage of people are following Candace that are bots. It's really tough to tell.
Yeah.
But I do know that whenever I get into arguments with people on X, I could just plug their profile into Grok and ask them if they're a sock puppet. And it's remarkable how many times it comes back as, yes, this is definitively a sock puppet. Not just like, like one or two of them, or it's like, not even the fact that it'll be like, this looks like a sock puppet to me. It's like, no, this is absolutely a sock puppet account.
Sock puppet.
Yeah. I ran 4 accounts and only one of them came back as a legitimate account. So it's on X, she's definitely inflated and has a ton of bots that have followed her and that defend her openly, which is the only way to do that is to pay for them. So it's really, really strange. Unless she just has a bunch of psychotic fans that all bought at the same time. That would be, I don't know.
Well, she has,
that'd be harder to coordinate.
Fan accounts. She has those, I don't know if you've noticed the Candace Owens fan accounts. And then, of course, you do have those sycophants that are bored. They have no job. And they kind of just create multiple accounts and profiles because somehow Twitter X allows that crap to happen. And they can just copy and paste, and they do nothing about it. And it's not necessarily who she's talking to, is what's the consequence of what's being said, what's coming out of those conversations.
Yeah.
When you have death threats coming from these conversations, I don't care what anyone says. That's not protected free speech under the First Amendment because you're inciting violence.
Right.
That can hold you legally liable in a court of law. And this idiot that did this death threat, he's finding out the hard way.
Oh yeah.
He's in jail.
He's gonna enjoy his time.
It comes down to where I don't feel sorry for these people that are getting locked up and getting hemmed up because they're doing this. If you're dumb enough to listen to Candace Owens to the point where you're risking your liberty and freedom, you belong under the prison just for being an idiot and not thinking for yourself, not realizing this heifer does not care that I'm walking the earth. Candace cares more about her ops than she does her own bots and cult members. You think she cares about these candy asses? No. She doesn't care about them at all. She'll listen to us and fume over us or Gary and keep calling him an obscure YouTuber.
Right.
But she'll keep fuming over that.
Exactly.
Then she will
so
her
obscure
own supporters.
that
She doesn't care.
She has to keep saying it.
Yeah, I know, right?
She has to really
All the
just
obscure.
dig into
He
it,
said,
I mean, if she says it enough, maybe it'll become real.
"Oh, child." It was so funny.
Yeah. Maybe that's
The
her angle.
obscure
She's like, if I just
YouTuber.
keep saying it, maybe it'll become real.
Child. Candace, you can keep hoping and a wishing and a thinking and a hoping, and you alien. Gary is still going to get more attention and credibility than you can ever get. We don't care about your 4 million bots. We don't care how they feel or what they think. They're bots.
Absolutely.
When they're not here for us to care about them.
Oh yeah. She'll
So
definitely she'll get what's coming, like in a sense. Like people are gonna wake up, I think. I do have faith in people. That they are gonna wake up to
yeah.
this, and then it's just gonna take one time for her to do one more interview where people are gonna be like, because I think if I'm guessing, because
Mm-hmm.
Hassan Piker is saying funny things. He's talking about Blue MAGA, starting that movement.
Hmm.
He's now trying to move more towards the Candace aisle. He's defending Candace Owens often, and it's odd. And I have a
weird.
feeling that with her interviewing Hunter Biden, then going to Anna
Mhm.
Kasparian, to maybe
Yep.
her next guest either being Cenk Uygur himself or, of course, Cenk Uygur's nephew, which is Hassan Piker. And so,
Wow.
yeah, so it's a good possibility her next guest is Hassan. And I will just
Yeah,
roll if it's Hassan.
I
It's
can
going to
see
be one of the
that.
funniest things I've ever seen. Because there's no way she will be able to maintain her conservative base by being cordial with an actual self-proclaimed Houthi terrorist interviewing communist.
Wow.
There's no way it's compatible. And she's trying to
Right.
pull her audience to it. But I think that's where it's going to backfire the most. And it's going to be very funny to
Mhm.
watch. I hope I'm right on this one. But she just keeps interviewing more and more and more deranged left-wing people. And it's like, well, which one are you going to go for next? You know, is it going to be Destiny or is it going to be Hassan? And
Right.
yeah. And I don't think it'll be
It's just
Destiny.
gonna be to turn heads and to raise eyebrows. And I think she's really just kind of showing who she really is, because I'm not going to like, if I am apolitical, you know, I'm still careful on who I platform,
Yeah.
even if we don't talk about politics,
Oh,
because
absolutely.
if you say things that are just dangerous, I'm not bringing you over here to the Lady Luck Club and you sitting out here talking about support terrorists and all this. We're not doing that. Because I don't believe in supporting terrorists. I don't care what side of the aisle you claim to be on. It's
Absolutely.
just certain things that you just don't do. And she doesn't care. Candace doesn't care. She's a gossip blogger. And this is where I said, where the conservatives and Republicans should have already kicked her to the curb. The moment she said Hunter Biden will be on my show, knowing
Yeah.
that was going to leave them irritated and upset, and then she didn't ask pertinent questions that they would want to know about at all. Didn't talk about his dad, which teach his own with that, but didn't say anything about the more controversial topics that she could have asked if she were a true journalist. But
Yeah.
because she's not, she didn't ask about it. And it was just like a clown session and nothing more. And it's like, okay, what more proof does conservatives and Republicans need to say we're kicking this heifer to the curb because we can't keep supporting this? And if we do keep claiming her, then there lies the issue of her bringing all of this division to the Republican Party, conservative movement.
Absolutely.
So it's time to kick it to the curb if that's the case, and to move forward, not just to win, but to reclaim your party, your platform, and the values that you represent, because you clearly see she doesn't.
Exactly.
And I honestly, for me and her, interviewing Andrew Weinstein was more than enough. If you are conservative, that's more than enough to see. Hell no, we're not going down that lane. You sitting here interviewing him and you're trying to get him to blame Israel for something. What are you doing? Like, that interview should have been enough. But I think this last one, should definitely be kind of the tiebreaker, especially seeing the comments where people were like, I'm so confused. Why are you still confused? Stop
Right.
being confused. Come out of that state of confusion. This has happened. And she doesn't care. So now you have to make a decision. She's not the only conservative on earth. Dear God, there are other black women that are conservatives that you probably at this point, whether they have a huge platform or not, is irrelevant. They're less influenced. That means they'll stick to their values. They'll stand their ground. They'll stand strong on their faith. Shouldn't that be what's more important here? We don't
Well,
want someone that's got 6 million bots. We want someone that's got, 25,000 supporters. But when they speak, they mean what they say. They live it. They don't just preach it. And they have the ability to still bring about a strong influence to those that hear them. That
absolutely.
should be more pertinent and imperative to me. And I just, pe- people who have to start making that decision for themselves. Which route am I going to take here? Because what am I gaining out of throwing all of the support behind Candace, this dumb alien? What are you gaining out of that? So her cult members are going to be what they are. Her bots are bots.
Oh yeah.
But for those who truly care, that want things to improve quality of life, you want people in place that you elect to represent you best, you don't have to, you don't owe her anything. You don't owe Candace Owens a damn thing. Support the people that are truly for, what you represent, that you have that alignment with, that have those core values. And even if you disagree on certain things, at least they have, some sort of consciousness, and they're not out here wishing death on people and having people catch death threats. They have a soul. They stand for something, and they're not falling for any old thing just to get views. At the very least, make that conscientious decision. So, yeah, I just, hopefully people will leave this heifer alone and let it be. But I did want to migrating towards this whole concept of Candace going to Russia. What you think about that?
That's a crazy one because she's not just going to any like a speaking event or anything like that. She's speaking with high-level Russian government officials. That's crazy. And it
Oh
really
man.
makes me wonder what the heck she was doing in Italy the same time that Nick Fuentes went there, at the same time the TPUSA staffer went there, at the exact same time the Pope flew back. That very same time as well. All of them at the same time in Italy. Could it have all been a coincidence? It's possible. But I
Wow.
find it to be weird. I find it to be very
Wow.
weird that all of these people, Ian Carroll, a few, I can't remember everybody that went, but quite a few people
Wasn't
went
it
to Italy the
Nicholas
same day.
Fuentes?
Yeah, Nick
Yeah.
Fuentes. Yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, and the Pope. It's like, why did the Pope fly in the same day too? It's like
That's crazy.
it's pretty weird. I mean, that Pope, he's from Chicago, but he actually taught just a couple of miles away from my
Yeah.
house for like 3 years in Tulsa.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, over at
I,
ORU.
that's
He was
something else. Now I knew he's from because I was reporting on the former mayor supervisor over there in Dalton. That's
oh yeah.
he's from the that area of Chicago, like south suburban area of Chicago called Dalton.
Yeah.
And the lady that was voted out as the mayor there of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard, I reported on her for a minute. And so to see that connection, like the first US Pope comes from this place called Dalton,
Yeah.
where they had the worst mayor, ever. Right? And then she comes to Atlanta and tries to do something in Fulton County, and we're trying to get rid of her. But
I
it's just
understand that.
to hear her, to see that, and then it's like, dude, you sitting here, cozying up next to do you not know who Candace Owens is? I mean, what is it? Has he never heard of Candace Owens? I mean, what's going on here? He has to know who she is, right?
I would think so, and that's what makes it weird. Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if that was a coincidence per se or not, but it's like it's just
Uh-huh.
it's just weird to me. And now she's
Yeah.
going to Russia and meeting up with these crazy people and not denying it. She's doing nothing to deny all this either. It's strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very strange, and I have to wonder what it's about. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe she did this on purpose and is going to release the whole thing and clown on
Mm-hmm.
everyone making fun of her for it. So I'm just going to essentially wait because I don't want to step right into that trap. It's kind of
Mhm.
like, did you see, and I keep forgetting her name, guys. I'm sorry about that. But the lady who ended up making fun of, I brought this up, or not making fun of, but ended up saying those pretty nasty things about Candace Owens' kid.
Oh, yes. On
Yeah, and she
X.
deleted
What
that.
was her name?
But it was
She
this.
shouldn't have deleted it.
Candace laid that trap. It was so obvious
Yeah.
that she was going to put that picture out there and she was going to get somebody to say something bad.
Say something. Yeah.
And
And what they said was nothing about the child. They were saying, we hope the child doesn't end up like the mother.
yeah, well, she said specifically, I think that child is either going to or is going to turn out to be a bitch or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just like,
Or in prison or both.
and now I'm sure Candace wanted
Right, man.
something much more spicy than that to happen, but
Yeah.
you know, it was one of those things that it was just they sprung the trap. That's what Candace wanted to have happen. That made her, I
Mhm.
guarantee you, that made Candace Owens' day right there. She was probably
Gives her
happy to
something to
at least
talk
have
about.
gotten somebody. Because then now she gets to gloat it over. She gets to show it to her fans. She gets to be like, look, this is the people that are against us. This is what they stand for. And
Exactly.
I'm just glad it wasn't worse than that. Because Candace Owens fans, well, you see what they do. They end up threatening Erica Kirk.
Yes,
So,
with her life. And then get mad when she cancels an event with the vice president
right.
because of the same security and death threats that she's been receiving for a
Exactly.
while. And you have Candace that admitted to stalking her. That's a
Yeah.
felony. So, Candace, there's nothing you can say that would be equatable to you admitting to a felony. Stalking is a felony. You do not have the right to stalk someone or to encourage others to stalk someone. All of you morons should be locked up and in jail and definitely hit with a lawsuit. You don't walk around here bragging about stalking. We have eyes and ears everywhere. We're always
Exactly.
watching and listening. Why are you doing that again? We're free Americans. We're not under your rule. You're not dictator of the United States. Get off your own kick rocks. I really want Russia to keep her. If I
Yeah,
haven't
I
said
would
this
agree.
before, I trust.
They can have her. That'd be great.
Oh, Putin, she's all yours.
Absolutely.
I wanted
Oh
to
man,
watch this video right quick.
I couldn't imagine how Putin would actually react to that if it was like,
Oh
we get
my
to keep
God.
Candace Owens. I don't know that he would
You would
trust
be
that.
mad.
He'd turn into Stalin pretty quick and probably have her locked away or something.
But he knows that we wouldn't care, so it would not be of a benefit.
Oh yeah, no.
The U.S. gonna go out their way to try to get her back. No, leave her over there. Yeah,
Exactly.
okay. She got captured. Oh, that's well. Okay, well, hopefully the kids aren't with her. They're with their grandparents somewhere. Like that's the most you'll get. Where the kids at? They
That's
cool?
the crazy
Oh,
thing,
okay,
right?
yeah, they can have her.
She said it was a family vacation with her kids, and
That's
it's a
what I'm
level 4 travel advisory.
Thank you.
It's like,
why are
what?
you doing
That's the
this?
highest level of like, do not go somewhere it's deadly and dangerous that you could give as, as a
She wanted
entity.
us to respond. She wants us to respond to that. Look, think about it. You're taking your kids that are small children that won't remember that vacation either way
Right.
to Russia, where they're telling you as an American, as a U.S. citizen, don't go.
Exactly.
And you're taking them with you. Why? They're not shield for you.
Well, I don't think
You-
she's
you-
actually
you-
taking them. I think
honest?
she was just lying.
Is she? Do you think she's gonna leave them here? Because that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
we want. I honestly
Yeah.
just want her to leave the kids here, and then you and George go, and you all just get caught and don't come back. Because you're gonna speak at a forum. You're taking the kids to that. That's
Yeah.
man, come on.
It'd be crazy. It's like, I mean, they just was it St. Petersburg that got bombed, or was it Moscow? Let's see.
I have no idea.
It
You
was
let me know.
yeah, it was Moscow. So Moscow got bombed by
Moscow.
Ukraine just like a couple days ago. And
What?
oh yeah. Ukraine's getting in there. Ukraine is actually winning this war. I had no
Oh
idea.
my God.
But Ukraine is doing
That's crazy.
insane amounts of damage to Russia, and it's wild.
And she wants to go over there for a
Yeah.
family. She did say family vacation.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you all in the chat as well. I see you guys in here. We got some supers to check out right quick.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty
she did
wild.
say family vacation. I'm like, why are you taking 4 kids under the age of what, 5, 6 years old to Russia? And you know it's wartime and you're subjected to whatever is happening over there. Plus, they're warning Americans not to go. Candace, if you go over there, I hope they don't send you back. They can keep them. I don't think she expected the response where everybody's like, you know what? Go on to Russia, girl. Enjoy.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't think she expected that. I think she's kind of, hoping that we would all be in a tizzy. And no, not the Lady Luck Club. No, we want you to go, Candace, and we want you to stay. And we do not want you to come back. Do not return to sender. Goodbye.
St.
Enjoy.
Petersburg, it's not that far away from Moscow. It's
How
really
far
not that
is it?
far.
I think so. Didn't no reply. Didn't you send me the hotel? We went over the hotel. Not yesterday, but the day before, of the hotel that she's likely staying in. It's like a presidential suite. It's nice, but I wouldn't take 4 kids in there.
Oh yeah. No.
I still wouldn't take 4 babies like that to this type of hotel. Like, that's not the type of place. It's not kid friendly. That's just not a kid friendly place. But yet you want to call it a family vacation? Like, that has to be the craziest thing ever. It's like, girl, bye. You're a horrible mother, Candace. You're taking your kids to Russia for St. Petersburg for a family vacation. You're a horrible parent. Knowing that they're saying don't come over here. That's a horrible
pretty wild
parenting decision.
Now, I hope she's not taking her kids, but it was definitely, if she's not, it's because this was a front, and she didn't want people to know that she was speaking at this Russia event. But, I mean,
oh my God,
you can't go speak at any event these days, anywhere, without the internet finding out. It's impossible.
Thank you. Exactly. And we know what it ended up becoming, because somebody is going to find out, and then they still going to leak it out. And that's what happened. And it's like, now, you have the commentary coming out about what the true purpose and intent of her going there for. And, I want to check out Dana, the Dana show. I don't watch her often. I just got tagged in on X. And so we want to check out what she has to say. And I think I was tagged in on a Ben Shapiro. Have you covered this already? Because I haven't been able to cover it, because I have a job during the daytime. So I haven't been able to cover this yet. But have you been able to cover her going to Russia?
No, I have not gotten. Well, I touched up on it a little bit, just because there's not a lot of information on it yet. We know she's on the speaker list and all that, but I just kind of made it like an honorable mention in dishonorable mention in my newest video, really.
Okay. So I want to check these 2 videos out, and then we'll get to the super chats. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. You having a good time, Artie? Because I am. I'm just happy and glee right now, having you on with us. You having a good time rocking out with us? I hope so.
Me too.
It's something else, man. So let's get to the Dana show. Yeah. And then we'll check out Ben Shapiro, and then we'll get to the supers. All right. So hit the 4 of you all can see in here. Let's go.
Sounds good.
She's apparently going to meet Dugan because of the Zionist lore about him. And she's not going to meet with him personally. He's a speaker at this stupid event that's over there in St. Petersburg, and so is she. And she's acting like she's trying to inflate her own importance and act like they invited her over there, when really she's getting a free trip to Russia. She's getting a free ride to Russia. I'm sure they're paying her a speaker fee. And she's speaking at the same event as Dugan and all of these other commie absolute jackwagons. So that's the reality of it.
Wow.
And so she's like, well, he's going to be there. Who else was there? The event is basically all of the pro-Russian influencers. They get them together and then they try to create a little network. That's what the event actually is. And she's misinterpreting their view of her for being a useful tool. She thinks it means that they want her there because she's important. She's important. When really she's a useful tool for them,
You swear.
but a tool nonetheless. So that's why she's there. She's not going because she was invited to meet with Dugin or invited it, but Putin's guy's going to be speaking there. I mean, they probably will meet, but the way she's presenting it to her audience is that, oh no, they specifically asked for me and they're flying me up there. That's not even real at all. Without her gay husband's money and without the platform that Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk built for her, she would still be trying to dox conservatives for relevancy.
Oh yeah.
And she can sit here and pull this stuff and send her people after sponsors of those who criticize her. You know, I got 2 barrels on each hand for that.
Ooh.
So
Uh-oh.
There we go.
we're so used to it with the left. Oh yeah. That happened. So it's very interesting. But how is this not a FARA violation?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Seems like she should be registered as a foreign agent. Paul Manafort went to jail because he wasn't registered as a foreign agent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Feels like maybe they ought to look into this. So literally the event is a known event for Russian intel.
What?
And a couple of people were sussing out some stuff, including Ryan Morrow and others, that it's a recruitment pipeline for foreign collaborators. And the top goals are media partnerships with foreign influencers as part of state-directed soft power programs.
Wow.
And their organizing committee includes Putin's top advisors and senior intel officials. Whew. Anyway, so she's on a panel
I can't believe
and it's called Big Family, Big Reach, New Demographics and Narratives for Media Managers. So they're talking about family values. I think it's funny. Who else is on this? A bunch of Russians. Yeah. Oh, yeah. People who would literally work in the Kremlin. Oh, fun.
What?
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Trevor Loudon, who has long covered this stuff, had a video from 2024 where featuring Alexander Dugin. He's the guy who's he's behind the multipolarity, the Marxist narrative that the United States is dwindling and needs to share power with China and Russia. He's also one of Putin's top advisors. He says that the purpose of the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum is, quote, ideological warfare against the West for a multipolar world. It's not actually about economics. They just throw that in there as like a red herring. It's not really about economics. In fact, his quote was this, direct quote.
This is
We are
crazy.
just, it's in Russian, so I'm not. It says, quote, we are just at the beginning of the transformation of the previous forum into something new, the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum 2.0, which will be precisely the tool and maybe one of the most important tools for the promotion of multipolarity, end quote.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Yeah.
It's,
Not
she's
surprising.
going to speak at a Marxist
This is
thing.
crazy.
It's going to be
And-
like a Marxist.
Well, that's
event,
what's
is
funny.
what it is.
So, have you seen
You
Hassan
can't
Piker's
make
tweet
this
over this?
up. No, I haven't.
You should
Where
pull
is-
up
will
Hassan
somebody
Piker
tag
real
me?
quick on X. Yeah.
Hold on. Hassan Piker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Candace, you can take your dumb ass over there and never come back. Stay over there. Don't come
Agreed.
back. Are you kidding? This has to be the most anti-American thing ever. And take your cult members with you. All the candy asses should prepare to go to Russia with your cult leader. Stay your dumb asses over there and don't come back. Why live and exist in the United States of America if you hate America? If you hate our economic system, you hate everything that's going on, you hate our judicial branch of government, our executive branch of government, you hate the legislation, you hate our laws, you hate our policies, keep your dumb asses over there. Why would you want to come back is my question.
Absolutely.
Bye. Get on, kick rocks, Candace. Kick rocks. Don't come back. Keep your dumb ass over there. If you're gonna sit here and let these people pull you into you allowed this to happen. You're not being forced to get on that plane. Are you, Candace Owens? Are they forcing you to get on that plane and go over there? If not, you're doing it willfully. And
Yeah.
you're choosing to go over there. And you
Oh,
know
yeah.
you don't know a damn thing about economics, Candice. You ran Blexit into the ground by $1.72 million. The last person that needs to speak about anything based on economics is Candace Owens. Her nor George Farmer can seem to manage a company for more than 3 years.
Right.
What are we talking about? So she would never be invited to speak on such a subject when her and George Farmer both suck when it comes to economics.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Candace, what's 4 times 4? Make it easy for you. We'll wait while she still can't give me the answer to 4 times 3. You can't make this up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh my God. Oh, girl,
It's pretty
keep your
crazy.
dumb ass over there. You said Hassan Piker?
Yeah,
What's his name? All right.
go to his account. It should be one of his latest retweets, I think.
Oh my God. Is this him?
No, that's him. It's you probably have to go to
Okay.
it'll be Hassan the Hun is what it'll pop up right there in the
What did I
middle
put in
underneath
here?
Hassan Piker on
Hassan
the
what
search
now?
bar. Right
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It should be oh wow, they have Hassan
Hassan.
Piker's dog. Oh God,
Oh,
that's
good
a
Lord.
bad name. Is it not popping up? Oh, I think you got to scroll up on the outside of that.
Okay. Did I?
But,
Okay,
yeah,
did
you
I
got to
put his
scroll your
name in
page all
right?
the way up. It's showing white. Yeah, it'll go all the way up. There we
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Okay.
No, it's all good.
Oh
It-
no.
Where's he at? It should be Hassan
Is
the
that
Hun.
it? Hassan the Hun?
Yeah. That's odd. Why isn't he popping up? Let me.
Can you tag me in that post? Do you see it? Can you tag me on that?
Yeah, I can. Hassan the Hun, Hassan
Tag
Nabi.
me
Yeah,
on it,
right.
and it'll show up under my notifications. Or if someone can tag me in. Mindy, you here, honey?
There we go. I
Mindy,
got you here. It should
C4
be
Mindy. You
right
got it. Okay, cool.
in your messages there.
Okay. Hold on. I don't want to go to show my private messages.
Yeah.
I try my best not to do that to y'all. Let me pull this up first and then share the tab. And you said this is whose nephew?
Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks. So that Anna
is the
Kasparian
Young
lady she
Turks'
interviewed the other
nephew.
day, she works for the
Right.
Young Turks.
What
So
the
they're
hell?
very much in cahoots with each other. So it should just be scroll down just a little bit on him. I think it'll be you'll see him retweeting about Candace Owens going to Russia. And
Okay, hold on. Is that? Oh, and this clown trying to say something. Nick Fuentes, like, he doesn't give a damn. Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Did I pass it?
I'm not actually which
And
one. I should have
open
just
unregistered agents of Israel complaining about American critics or something. What? Is this it?
Yep, that's it. I believe so. Yep, that is it. So
Open unregistered agents of Israel complaining that American critics of Israel should be prosecuted as foreign agents. LMAO. What?
So he doesn't like that guy El Yacobi. He's an Israeli first, I think, or just an Israeli. I think he lives in Israel actually. But he showed Candace Owens on the speaker list, and Hassan openly is defending Candace Owens now, which is just it's very wild because
So
they used to be
weird.
polar opposites, hate each other. You know, I mean, he's a communist, she was a conservative, and obviously now he's defending Candace Owens any chance he can get. You could probably go on his profile and just type. Actually, let me see if you go search and type in
This is
Candace on there.
crazy. So this is her itinerary that she didn't think anyone would know about. Anchor, host of Candace Podcast, is a speaker here with all of these other names I care not to try to pronounce.
Oh yeah, actually, so
What?
do this real quick. This will blow your mind.
Okay.
Go up to the top of Hassan's page.
Okay, let me go back. And you said go to the top of his page.
Yeah,
Okay.
and click that magnifying glass up there, right next to the Grok symbol, and just type
Okay.
in Candace.
Candace.
Yeah. Search that, and it'll pull up all his posts. So look at how he used to treat Candace.
Wow.
If you read some of that kind of at the top, like, he did not like her.
Does
Now, if you
Candace
click on
not
latest,
realize? Is that
you'll see how he thinks.
He does. So this is this going in some order here? I
No,
see
that's
this
not. That's
December 10, 25. Okay.
So he in his 2021 tweets in 2022, you can kind of see that he does not like Candace Owens at all. But if you click
Wow.
the part up there that says latest right next to the top,
Okay.
all of a sudden you see,
What the?
defending
Oh
her.
no.
Oh yeah. So,
You can't make this up. He supports this stupid t-shirt.
oh yeah.
Listening to the Candace Owens leaks of Erica Kirk celebrating the Merck sales right after the father of the children was assassinated. She was moving like this.
Yeah.
What do you mean? T-shirts were sold, but you're not gonna say anything about Brandon Tatum approving logos on t-shirts
Yeah.
that basically mock Charlie Kirk. Brandon Tatum is such a punk ass. Oh my god, he's a coward.
Did
I
he
don't like
make
that
those
boy.
ones actually?
He
That's actually
makes
crazy
all
if
her
he is the
merch.
one making those. I
He
didn't even
makes
think
all
about
her
him
merch.
making
He's the
those.
distributor for all of her merch. All of it. That means he has to approve and view everything before it goes out. I mean, why would he? And he said he's not gonna stop making it. That's what's so crazy. He said, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
stop
not
making
good. If
her
he's
merch
making
either.
that, then he's just playing both sides.
Yeah, he is. And
Yeah, that's
he's a
not
coward.
good.
He's a punk ass.
Yeah,
He's
that's
such
bad.
a punk.
That's really bad.
Oh my god. So Charlie Kirk in private was standing over Nicki Minaj lyrics with Candace Owens, by the way, just like they all got fascinated the moment it came out, and then told everyone it was dangerous. Like they're all quiet about the Epstein files released now that Trump is all over them grift. And
Yeah,
now he's celebrating her.
Oh yeah. So it's crazy. Hassan's a big fan of Candace now, and if you go back and look, they were polar opposites. So I just find it to be very, very weird that every single person, I think what has happened, if I had to take a guess, Candace Owens just wanted to make money. She was on board with the conservative movement up until probably 2019 or 2020 or so. But she burned every single bridge that she possibly had on the right wing. And now she's like, well, I could go join the left wing. I haven't burned those bridges. Now, she started off incredibly left wing. I mean, she cried whenever Trump beat Hillary, and she was crying for Hillary, not for Trump. And months later, she ended up starting her channel, Red Pill Black, where all of a sudden she was pro-Trump. Doesn't make a lot of sense for someone to change their mind that quick. So either she's been an undercover leftist this entire time, and her job was to disrupt and dismantle and cause problems with every single conservative space, or she was just simply grifting and was like, you know what, I'm just going to make money. And after she burned every single bridge, she was like, well, I can go to the left side now. And
I think that's what she's doing.
But it's just so
I
destructive.
think that's what it is.
I can't imagine her not having this plan going in. I think in 2015, she was like, I'm going to mess up the, right-wing side of things. But I don't know for sure.
But see, here's the thing, what she chooses to do, like the people, think about who she's all tried to come to the defense of, or she has interviewed and highlighted on her platform. These people they don't care about conservatism or Republicans or anything. Think about Mitch Snow. Exactly. He wasn't there for exactly politics, but you gauge what his political views are. He's not a conservative or Republican at all. And yet this is the idiot you bring on your show to conspire with you to defame someone who was a security guard, was the security detail for Charlie Kirk. What are you doing? And all to do what? Rope Erica Kirk into this as if she really needed that idiot's help. Candace lies about
Right.
any and everything else on her own. Why did you need Mitch Snow to sit here and falsely accuse Erica Kirk of being on a military base where you have surveillance cameras all throughout the military base, as if cameras can't capture something? Why did you need him to come on and lie and defame with you? For what? He could care less about Charlie. Once again, the main supporters behind her never cared about TPUSA or Charlie Kirk or Erica Kirk or Republican values or conservative. They never cared. He never cared. He said it himself in that episode. I would not even be able to recognize anyone at TPUSA outside of Charlie Kirk. And that's because he's the face of it. That's because that's the well-known person. So how would he know to single out Erica Kirk or the security guard, the security detail? How would he even know to recognize these people? Like that,
Yeah.
that he said it on her show. And it's so crazy. It's like these are the people that she highlight and give a platform to. None of them could care about Republicans or conservatives or anything from Mitch Snow to Andrew Weinstein to the last one here. Why does his name just escape my mind? The crackhead.
Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden. None of them. Andrew Tate. None of these people care. They're not Republicans or conservatives. So these are the people that she takes time out of her day to sit down and have a conversation with and platform. And they could care less about conservatism or Republicans or midterms or a vote or anything. They don't care. They never did. And that pattern she has with defending the lowest of scums that no one should ever support. It's a telltale sign of who she really is and what she's truly about. Absolutely. That's why I'm like, why keep supporting her? If you're a conservative, if you support, Republican values and their platform, or even if you're a Trump supporter, why in the hell are you still supporting Candace Owens again? Because she doesn't care about any of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, people are just in deep and they like the drama. They like to think that, hey, there's a crazy conspiracy unfolding. I mean, this is what I would say is the female version of Alex Jones' Bohemian Grove, except Alex Jones actually got off his rear and infiltrated a place and did all that. And, actually did some really good journalism, but Candace is just sitting in her basement and going, oh, I got a new email today, and I'm just going to automatically believe that and call it a source. And it's amazing to me how she just runs with these things. I mean, she can't name a single source because I don't think that she actually knows that their true name. That's my opinion.
No, she pulls from her so-called her tip line, right? And it was so crazy because we had the Cold-Blooded Christian did an impromptu show with us last week. He came up on the platform and he had actually catfished her. He had actually called her like 3 times, or he communicated with her 3 times and recorded each call. So he was able to get through on her tip line. Yeah. She reached out to him and called him, and they had 3 separate conversations, and he recorded it. And then next thing you know, as soon as he comes over here, and I played all 3 videos, I sure did, because Candace can kick rocks, then his channel gets taken down. But we watched his videos, all 3 of them, where he had communication with her over the phone, recorded it. And what you hear from her, it's like she's so desperate to get some information, whether it's true or not is irrelevant. She's just desperate for it to be salacious. She doesn't care if it's, can you send me any supporting documentation on it? Blah, blah, blah. No. No, he was able to go as far as he did with 3 conversations with her
Oh yeah.
because he never really gave her anything like that because he was pulling her strings. But the fact that she was so you can hear the desperation because she wants that for that content. She wants the views. She's like, I gotta keep these 2-3 million views coming in. Good Lord. Do you have anything? Are you gonna say? And he's just, I mean, by the second call, he had already pretty much said, hey, I don't know if I can trust you, and she still called him again. And it was just like
Right.
you can just tell she doesn't vet. Then she said, oh, I don't monitor my tip line. Someone else does. So how did you know to call him? So you mean to tell me that one of your dumb crew members on your so-called team pulled his emails, thought it was valid enough to forward it to you, and you decided to call this man? And I think one of the times, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, one of the times was like really late, like in the middle of the night. And she's like, oh, I'm just laying around in bed,
Yeah.
like laying around something like that. And he's like, wait, what?
Is that
You
Bednars?
calling me- Huh?
Is that what that guy's name was? Bednars?
His
That
name
him?
was Cold-Blooded Christian.
Oh,
The
Cold-Blooded Christian.
Cold-Blooded
That's right.
Christian.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And oh man, the way he did it was brilliant.
Oh,
I mean, she called him, I think each time, he recorded a call, she reached out to him.
yeah.
And it's just like, or maybe the first time and then the third call, for sure, she reached out to him. And it's just like, you're laying around in bed. Wait a minute, how professional is this? Like, you can imagine
Yeah.
an actual real investigative journalist, independent journalist, you're giving them information to report on, and then they're telling you, hey, yeah, I'm just laying in bed chilling. What you mean? Why are we having this conversation right now? Would be my first question, right? Like, why are you talking to me? You laying down? Why are you telling me that? Like,
Absolutely.
but that's kind of what that's how nonchalant she was, and
Yep.
didn't take it serious. She didn't take it seriously. Whether she knew she was being catfished or not is irrelevant. It's the fact that you can imagine all her conversations being where it's
Absolutely.
like her talking on the phone to her college girlfriend, so, just twirling around the phone cord. Hey, what you doing? Yeah, you say good night first, and then I'll hang up. Like that. It's like,
Oh yeah.
are you kidding me? Like that's how she handles that whole thing. So vetting, her reading or doing simple math, it's not gonna happen. All logic and reasoning goes over her head. Common sense is a foreign concept to her. Candace is an idiot. And I say that with everything I got, Candace, and you can kick rocks. Candace Owens is an idiot. And now being a useful idiot for Russia. Go figure.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh my God. Dude, this is so crazy. So many people are telling us we need to check out Gary did an interview with who is it? We should check out Gary's interview. You guys know we're gonna do a marathon tomorrow, so we're gonna have the opportunity to Ashes Rose said, yeah, his latest podcast was really good. Y'all know we're doing a marathon tomorrow, so we're gonna get it in. It's so much we gotta catch up on. We're gonna get it in Gary's latest because I heard with Ryan Morrow. Okay, yeah, tomorrow we're gonna get that in, and Sunday we got Candace marathon this whole weekend. Candace, you got to come because she
Nice.
wants to go to Russia and engage in this forum. And hearing what we just heard from the Dana show, you can imagine what she's willing to give up as far as information and intel. Just imagine what intel she is willing and capable of giving up at a foreign in St. Petersburg in Russia to Russian intel, to Russian operatives. Imagine.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not there. We're not going to be there in the room. But imagine what she's willing to give up. All because obviously she's very anti-American.
I
She can't
agree.
stand our country. She can't stand Trump. She can't stand our core values, our constitutional rights. She can't stand our laws. She wants our money though. She wants those
Yes.
US dollars to keep coming in, but
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't care about anything else that the United States stand for. So to that I say, Candace, I hope they keep your ass and detain you for every reason they can think of. We will not be negotiating to get you back. You're all theirs. And that's it. It's that simple. Just don't take the kids. That would be selfish. I can imagine her
Exactly.
using kids
Oh,
as
I agree.
pawns trying to get back over here. I'm so disgusted with this girl. Oh my God. So can we get in Ben Shapiro right quick? You got time? I know we're hitting 2 hours, you all.
I
You
think
got time,
so.
Artie?
Yeah, I do have to hop off here pretty soon. I got to help get these kiddos down. It's a little late for them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this will be the last video we're gonna get in with you.
Yeah,
And then
sounds good to me.
you know you're gonna have to come back. You
Oh,
know you're gonna
yes.
have to come back. Man, this is
Definitely.
too awesome. So let's get in Ben Shapiro right quick. It's not long, it's 3 minutes, 41 seconds long, and then we will let you go, and that way you can get to your kids. But I just wanted to hear what he had to say because I know he's not happy about this.
Oh, yeah.
Reporter Ryan Morrow reported on X that Candace is actually attending and speaking at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum alongside Vladimir Putin, Alexander Dugin, who we'll get to in a moment, sort of known as Putin's brain, the great theorist of Russian supremacism, and other members of the Russian government and intel community. According to Morrow, he reports that the St. Petersburg Forum is, quote, a known hub for Russian intel. Leaked docs show its panels serve as recruitment pipelines for foreign collaborators. Top goals include state-directed soft power programs. As Morrow reports, SPIEF is a hotspot for Russian intelligence. The moderator for Candace's panel, a person named Maria Sitel, is sanctioned by the EU for her involvement in Russia's hybrid warfare, which targets European audiences with information manipulation. Her co-panelist, a person named Alexander Zharov, is sanctioned by the United States because he's one of the most powerful propagandists for the Russian government. Another co-panelist is sanctioned by the United States and is the deputy chairman of the Russian parliament, the Duma. Others who are joining Candace, according to the reporter Ryan Morrow, at SPIEF in Russia are Andrei Bezrukov, who was arrested as a deep cover Russian spy in the United States in 2010. He literally inspired the show The Americans. And also Scott Ritter, the former UN inspector and convicted pedophile, who is currently under FBI investigation for acting as a foreign agent of Russia. And of course, none of this should be a shock. You'll recall that recently Candace Owens interviewed Hunter Biden. Very warm interview. Very, very strange.
Oh my God.
And after her interview, Laura Loomer correctly reports that Russia Today, which is the Russian state media, posted 17 separate clips of Candace's interview with Hunter Biden, which of course is not a shock because she is an ideological ally. They do the same thing with Tucker Carlson. And Tucker is another one of these Russian allies, pretty obviously and pretty clearly. I mean, he's been spending years at this point just parroting whatever Russia's perspective on the world is.
Wow.
Like over and over and over again.
My
That's a
God.
In
lot.
2022, it was actually widely reported that the Kremlin had issued a memo saying, quote, it is essential to use as much as possible of broadcasts of the popular Fox News host, Tucker Carlson. That's going back to 2022. There's a reason for that. Here was Tucker in 2022.
Before that happens, it might be worth asking yourself, since it is getting pretty serious, what is this really about? Why do I hate Putin so much? Has Putin ever called me a racist? Has he threatened to get me fired for disagreeing with him? Has he shipped every middle-class job in my town
Okay,
to
that's pretty
Russia?
funny.
Did he manufacture a worldwide...
Why do I hate Putin so much?
I mean,
Wow.
he hates America. I don't know why. This isn't about you hating him, Tucker Carlson. You
Yeah.
clown. I call
I just-
Tucker Carlson the crackhead Mickey Mouse.
I guess he just has a bad time going to the bathroom, in my opinion.
Okay, like what is wrong with him? This isn't about you hating someone, Tucker Carlson. You crackhead, meth head, Mickey Mouse. This is about Putin hating the United States of America and wanting nothing but the destruction and downfall of this nation. Why are you here if you are okay with him wanting us to fail? These people want to take advantage of the United States and gain all these US dollars, but they want to see it. That's the dumbest thing ever. No one ever said he hated Putin or
Right.
Russia. You don't have to agree with Putin's ideas
Yeah.
of wanting the US to to fail and be destroyed, though, either. If you are American first and you are a true patriot of the United States of America, you should not be okay with any other person wanting your country to fail to the point where they're willing to do whatever it takes to see the downfall and destruction of your country. Whether you hate that person or not is irrelevant. You should be more safeguarding the ideas and the beliefs and the security of your country that you live in and want to protect it, as opposed to thinking that this is all about some little petty squabble between meth head version of Mickey Mouse and Vladimir Putin. No, it's not. It's bigger than that. And somehow he's reduced this to whether or not someone thinks he hates the actual president of Russia. No. We could care less that you're walking the earth, Tucker Carlson. If you don't want the U.S. to succeed and you're supporting someone that wants your entire country to fail, you can kick rocks. It's that simple. Not love or hate, patriotism. Kick rocks and get out. Go over there and move to Russia. I want to see that happen. I would love to see Candace just stay over there and live in Russia. And then, then she can have all that freedom of speech over there. Good luck to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell Russians over there, Candace, while you're there, that you're going to dox them if they say something you don't like, especially about a picture of your child you chose to post up. Go over there and tell those Russians you're going to dox them. I dare you. I really hope you go over there and say anything remotely close to that, Candace, and then see what happens. Just make sure you're live streaming it so we can all witness that level of retaliation you're going to get back very swiftly from them.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. Don't be a punk now, girl. Yeah, let's finish this up.
Pandemic that wrecked my business and kept me indoors for 2 years. Is he teaching my children to embrace racial discrimination? Is he making fentanyl? Is he trying to snuff out Christianity? Does he eat dogs? These are fair questions, and the answer to all of them is no. Vladimir Putin didn't do any of that. So why does permanent Washington hate him so much? If you've been watching the news, you know that Putin is having a border dispute with a nation called Ukraine.
Okay, so permanent Washington hates Putin. This is, again, Tucker back when he was on Fox News. This is why when people say, what happened to Tucker? The answer is nothing happened to Tucker. Tucker always believed these things. He just had people in seats above him at Fox preventing him from going fully off the rails. And so the Tucker you're seeing today is, in fact, the real Tucker. And Russia loves that real Tucker because he agrees with them, obviously, which is why Tucker in 2024 headed on over to Russia and praised the magic of their Russian-operated shopping carts because the man's never been to an Aldi's. He is one of the most silver spoon people in America. Astonished by the...
You can make this sound Aldi's. Well, Tucker Carlson, get your Mickey Mouse behind out of our country and get on. You can't make this up. Lordy Rose.
It's pretty good stuff.
This is crazy. I don't follow Tucker like that, but I'm not shocked. I mean, and Candace has aligned herself with him and Megyn Kelly's old weird ass, who's trying to mock her, I guess, to try to keep up with views. It's nuts what these people are willing to do just to get some views on a video, and how dumb they're willing to, the levels they're willing to stoop to. Candace, go to Russia, girl, and don't come back. We don't want you.
Absolutely. I mean, money, it's a very corrupting thing. And I think we've seen the most corruption come from Candace Owens when it comes to all this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are your final thoughts? You want her to come back or no? Because I don't.
She can stay over there. I think she needs to be deported with her husband. I mean, that's my opinion on that. You can't be breaking the law here in the U.S. like that. Can't be drunk driving. We don't allow any illegals to do that, let alone legal immigrants. Really, we don't allow to do that. And yet here George is abusing it. So I think it'd just be better to have them out of the country. Make them not our problem anymore. Well, their ideology makes sense outside of the United States anyway. So why not just go there?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And no one will stop you, Candace. No one will
Exactly.
stop you. I would hate for her to take the kids and to try to use them as a pawn to say, well, I have to get back to the US because I have my kids with me. And I gotta homeschool them, and I'm a mom, and this is a family vacation. And it's like, why are you lying that the levels that she's willing to stoop to the lie so bad?
Right.
It's a dumb lie. You don't have to call it a family vacation. Candace, if you want to go speak at this forum or whatever you're doing, I honestly don't want you to come back. We don't care if you go. Just go and don't return. Because if you're willing to
Yeah.
go there and knowing that you're going to be meeting with people that have a way of getting information out of people, why would you want to come back? You know you're going to come back to all of us blasting your ass out. Why would you want to come back here?
Exactly.
We don't know what you're going to tell them. We don't know what information you're going to give them that they could use against us as a country. We don't know what you're going to say to them, what they'll be able to pry out of you. What if they use your kids as bait?
Yeah.
You trying to take your kids over there, and then they turn around and flip it on your head, and they end up using your kids as bait. A comment about your child growing up to be like you is the least of your concerns. If you're willing to take them to Russia, where they don't care if you're a child or an adult, they're going to do whatever they feel necessary to get whatever they need to get out of you.
Absolutely.
And she's playing with fire. That's why I'm like, go on over there. Go play in that fire. Enjoy. It's hot over there like it is in hell. Enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, when
So-
you get that level of rich, got to do exciting things, I guess.
Yep.
Take risks.
I appreciate yeah, man.
That's if I had to guess.
Appreciate you, Artie Trolls. I don't want to take your time up too much longer. I know you got those kids you got to look after.
Oh, yeah.
And take care of. But you got to come back over here to the Lady Luck Club and hang out with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely, no problem. And y'all know next time I'm gonna have my camera on, but it is like storming over in my area, and it always my headbuds went out while the video was playing. I don't know if y'all probably, hopefully you didn't notice, but my headbuds went out. So I was like, oh, okay. So tomorrow we will be back at it. We'll have our Candace Owens marathon. There's a lot of content we got to catch up on. And so we will get in Gary's part of his interview he did today, as well as a couple of Artie Trolls videos in the lineup. I'm excited.
Heck yeah. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Whenever you are free, when we're live, I know it's hard with our schedules. During the week, it's really hard for me to, after work, to try to sync up with a lot of guests that I would love to collab with like that because of my work schedule. But when you are free, feel free to come over and hop on up and hang out with us anytime. You are more than welcome here. I appreciate you hanging out with us today.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate
All right.
that.
Y'all show Artie Troll some love. Tell him to have a good evening. Take care of those babies, and we will see you again soon. All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Will do.
Take care now.
You too. See you later.
All right, y'all. Y'all thank you. Tell Artie Trolls how much we love him and we appreciate him. My internet is going in and out. I hope you all can still hear me. Shout out to Artie Trolls, you all. Make sure you guys go and support him and support his content. We got his channel link. Do we have it highlighted here? Please let me know. Oh, Jay Wick came up in here too. Oh, man.
Awesome. How do I fix this? I'm going to activate. There we go. That was all it. There it is. Oh, wait. No, I got to. That work? That change? Ah, there we go, guys. So, what did y'all think of that? Was that a pretty good stream? Thought she called him artichoke. That'd be very funny. I'm not changing my channel name to Artist Joke. Hold on one. Oh, I don't really gotta that, do I? It is what it is there. Although now my green screen, doesn't that look funny? You can almost see through that guitar. You can see through Broly up there and that dragon. Crazy, huh? I could just real quick take the filters and boom, restore their green color there. There we go. So, you guys have a good time with that? That was a great conversation. I really like that. She missed my she missed my joke on the Putin thing though. I mean, it wasn't my joke, but he was like, "I really hate Putin." And it was just like, "Well, geez, like eat a better diet." But no, I thought that was funny when Tucker said that. That made me laugh. But that's all that matters. You know? If you laugh, it's a good time. But no, she's awesome. Absolutely love being on Lady Luck for sure. I'm going to have to oh, you said you have a buddy in Russia that lives near the event that Candy goes to? I can ask him some info on the event. Oh, that would be amazing. If you could get any info on that event, anything from that event whatsoever involving Candace Owens, that would be incredible. That would be like some serious, like, breaking stuff. Like, that'd be amazing. I really appreciate it, man. That we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, you know, he might not be able to do anything. I mean, right now things in Russia are hard. Travel's probably a little difficult. So I mean, if nothing happens, it is what it is. But I appreciate you trying. I appreciate him trying too. And we'll see where it goes. But yeah. Continue streaming for another 4 hours. No, I got to get the kids to bed now. I actually didn't think I'd be on this late. But it was worth it. It was 100% worth it, you know. Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, LLC is a hoot. She's fun. Definitely. I'm glad. She's very bubbly, very positive. I enjoy that. It's a nice, refreshing thing. Because in the whole political world here, things can get a little more depressing. It's nice to be able to just kick back, have a little bit of fun, have a good conversation, and just, not have to worry about, like, debunking anything or any of that. I could just bring up some old information. It's nice and relaxing. So I really like that. But yeah, anyway, got one super chat here. I just want to make sure. Cherokee Chick, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. Maybe we can ask Nick Shirley to go. Yeah, get Nick Shirley all the way to Russia. He could find a way, I bet. I bet he could find a way to get in there, couldn't he? But anyway, I do have to hop off here, and I got to get these kiddos down to bed. Thank you all so, so much for being here. It was a really, really fun event. I'll be on tomorrow. I don't know when I'll stream tomorrow. I might be streaming. I think it'll be on my normal time. I think I'll start streaming at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Be like 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. Pacific. Whichever. I think that's around the time I'll go live tomorrow, but we'll have to see what happens. It may be a little later. I got a bit of a cookout to go to with some family. I should be back by about 3 or 4 o'clock, somewhere around there. So we'll see what happens. Thank you all so much for being here, though, and I'll see you all here in the next one. Later.